All right, y'all, we are back live again. Let's go ahead and let's get this shared out. Hold on. Let's see here. Into our mic. All right. What's up, Eric, Casper, Dom? What's up? We're going to try and continue from here and see. There we go. All right. Now, this is going to be more difficult to keep up with the comments, but I will try. Also, if you guys want to join in, definitely willing to do so. Let me post the link. Invite, copy, bam. All right, so that link will let you join in. Let me see. Put user on. Nope. Hold on. What does the star do? I don't know what the star does. Does it hold it there? Nope, doesn't do that. What's up, G Hitman? Thanks for joining in. All right, so we're back. So we had to end the live due to basically it was not letting people join on for some reason. So I'll try to keep checking the computer to see if anybody wants to join on. I just posted the link in the comments. If you want to join on, and let me see, I can possibly actually put it on. Let's see if I edit the post. To join on. Bam. And that should let you join on for those on Facebook. Let me go to the group. Where are we? There we go. All right. And let's see here. All right, so that should work. All right, so again, the basic topic was what makes it your production, and ended up watching a live from F.W. Spielberg yesterday, and the other topic is what makes it a bloodline. The reason I chose the two is because it was being said that a production is not yours until you produce the litter. And that's what's funny because those were the exact words. The production is not yours till you produce the litter and then produce the litter from that litter. But yet they kept using the words produced in it. So obviously the production is yours. They're saying it as they're arguing with it. The other thing was what makes a bloodline. The reason I chose that as a topic is because when it came down to the bloodline, they kept talking about time periods. And a bloodline has nothing to do with time period. If it's done correctly, of course it's going to take a certain amount of time, but that's not how it works. So again, as far as a bloodline, the truth is, as long as you own the female, you are as far as productions, as long as you own the female, you can call that your production. That is your production. You buy a female from me today. You buy a female from Sinatra to tomorrow, or you buy a female from me today. You pay somebody a stud fee. You do the breeding. That litter is your production. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Where things start to be sketchy is when it comes to co-production. So, like, let's say you buy a female, and then I got a male. I see your female. I like her, and I say, hey, I want to breed to you're female. Because it's my idea, some people would call that a co-production. That's understandable. Even though I'm the owner of the male, you're the owner of the females, and you're the owner of the female. Some people would call that a co-production. Um, like I was saying earlier, when I was young and heavily into pits, I didn't have room in my yard. I was living with my mom. I was like 17, 18. Well, I would then take probably actually 18, 19. But I would say, hey, you got a pit I like. This guy's got a pit I like. I need you guys to do a breeding, and then I want a pup off of that. And then that pup, sometimes the guy that owned the female would say this was co-produced with Daryl because Daryl came up with the idea to do the breeding. I personally think that would be still his production, but I can get where somebody's saying when it is your idea. But so, and that's how productions work. When it comes to bloodlines, a bloodline has nothing to do with time. It takes time, but it has nothing to do with time. A bloodline is for every breed the same thing. Things don't change just because we breed bullies. A bloodline is a family of dogs, meaning that they're all related, being line bred and inbred together until they reach a consistent, individual, unique look and temperament and ability. That's what makes a bloodline. Okay. Now, when it comes to designer breeds, ability is not that big of a factor. It more comes down to temperament and the look. But if you don't have an individual look, then it's not a bloodline. Doesn't matter how many generations you're in. You don't have an individual temperament, your own unique temperament, then it's not a bloodline. Doesn't matter how many generations you're in. You have to have a unique temperament and a unique look in order for it to be considered a bloodline. On the flip side of that, when it comes to time, it's not about time, it's about generations. The best breeders take about 5 generations to create a bloodline. The average breeder takes about 7 to 10. And it takes 5 generations for the best breeder, takes 7 to 10 generations for the average breeder to line breed and inbreed a family of dogs to the point at which they have their own unique temperament and own unique look within the breed. It has to have both those two things, and both those two things have to be unique to your yard. And then that is when you have a bloodline. All the, Dax line and all that stuff, all these dogs that have not been line bred and inbred for 5 generations, they're not a bloodline. People say, oh, well, it's a stud line. There's no such thing as a stud line. We got to stop creating stuff new terms and phrases, because then what happens is we water down the expectations of what dog breeding is about, and we make it easier for just anybody to come and achieve some type of title. And that happens way too much in the especially the bully world. Let me see if anybody's trying to join in. Okay, no one is. And I'll post the link again in the comments for anyone that wants to join. Hold on. Bam. And let me put it also on the Facebook comments. So yeah, if you want to join in, Stephanie said it's both parties' productions. You know what? Let me do this so I can see the comments. If you guys want to join in, definitely hit the link. I will try to make sure I go to the spots I shared so that we can keep up with the comments. And bam. All right, so this one is, and I'll keep trying to post the link in, because I know once you guys start making comments, it kind of runs down. But we got what, 52 people on here total. Some of you guys are on YouTube, and some of you guys are on Facebook. Where else did I share it on Facebook? Also I think it was just on my page and in the group. So let me know if you guys want to join in. I'll try to keep up with the comments and everything. Let's see. Let me get over to Facebook comments. Let me read some of the Facebook comments. This is the one in the group, and this is the one on my page. Y'all remember when I first started going live trying to keep up with all that? Let's see. Somebody said, "What's that behind you?" What was behind me? I didn't see nothing. Let's see. Rob, let me see. I can send you the link. If you guys also want me to send you the link through Messenger, let me know if that makes it easier to join in. Robert. Daniel, I'm gonna send you a link also, in case you're still watching. Let's see. Daniel Nunez. Anybody else want me to send you the link? Let me know on Messenger and I'll send it in. You should be able to click on it though on the screen. All right, let's see who else is on here. So what's Team Vision equals co-production to me. Yes, that's okay. So Sinatra said a team vision equals a co-production. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. You know, some people would say, "Oh no, only the female," but I would agree with that. That's to me is where it kind of varies. But when we start to say it's not your production until you had a litter and bred that litter, that's crazy and that's something new. Rob, what's up, bruh? Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the Facebook thing, dude. And it did say
bro.
though that we can have
You
4
got
people.
that. You got that new Gavin Newsom cell phone, bruh. That's what the fuck that
Bro, it
is.
said y'all need the update. It said y'all need the update.
Bruh, I'm over here, but I got the Z Fold 3, bruh. It ain't my fault. You feel me? But yeah, bruh.
All
So
right.
to the whole topic, man. Listen, man. This is no shot at nobody, but let's get the hater shit out the way, okay?
Hater
Um,
shit.
if you are trying to educate people in the American bully community or the exotic, and you feel that you are really doing this out of the kindness of your heart and it's just really genuine, stop hating on people if you feel like they're more educated than you about the breed. Stop acting like you can't bring people
Okay, you
on.
talking about
Stop
the
acting
live
like
from
you ain't got
yesterday.
no time. Yeah, stop doing that. I, it's a shame when people feel like they have to
See,
do
when
it
he
to
went
prove that they're
live,
in the
I
real.
actually missed his live. I missed his live, but I kept getting hit by people saying you need to go check out the live, but I was busy at the time. So I actually went back and watched it. And I did see you in the comments, trying to get on. So you think he wasn't gonna let you on just because you disagreed with him?
I'm not saying that, but it's some long history there. Um, with the sneak dissing and stuff like that, and I feel like that just kind of blatantly showed that what people were telling me was fact. But at the end of the day, let's keep it on top. So let's get back to the topic. So the topic is when can you call it your production? When you produce something. If you breed two dogs together, that is your production. And what people are failing to do in the
Okay, hold on. Let me
community is
throw
they
this in
want to.
there since you said that. The dude Kenny Wayne Gates said, "What if you buy 2 dogs off the same program? Is it your production?"
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it's your
You produce.
production.
Listen, this is what I want everybody to do. Stop listening to Facebook terminology, okay? When you go look up Google, open your dictionary. You feel me? Do whatever you need to do and look up production. Production is when someone takes things from other places and put it together. That is your production. You feel
See,
me?
no,
So
so now look, Stephanie Andrade said when you get into generations, that's when you have bragging rights saying you have productions. That's
okay,
not
bragging
true.
rights, No, 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 no. I agree with that. I agree with that's when you can get into bragging rights, but we're not talking about
Bragging.
production.
Okay, got you. But it's
So
still
I
your
agree. So
production,
I
even
agree
your
with that.
first generation, the first one
Yeah,
you
I
did.
agree with that. I
Got
mean,
you.
shit.
Okay, I
I
see
mean,
what
if
she's
I, if
saying.
I buy a dog from you, Daryl, I got bragging rights because I got a dope dog. So I could still brag. Don't mean it's my production. Doesn't mean any of that. That gives you bragging rights.
I
You
get what
feel
you're
me?
saying, but
Now, as a breeder, sometimes people are prideful. Now, I would like to say yes. This is my production because I produced the mom, because I produced the dad, because I produced the grandparents. This is my production. But at the end of the day, if I buy a dog from you, Daryl, and if I buy 2 dogs from you, Daryl, and I breed them dogs together, this is still my production. People got to stop taking terms that are already there and changing the meaning of it. You feel me? I mean,
right. Well, that's what I was tripping off of watching the live from yesterday. Is that this has already been established? Why are we
hey,
talking
hold on.
about
Can
it
y'all
like
can
it's
y'all
a
hear
thing
me
that's
better
been?
now? They say it's kind of hard to hear me. Can y'all hear me better now?
Yeah, I definitely hear you better now.
Yeah, I just turned this mic up. But somebody said it was hard to hear me. But at the end of the day, so let me slow down and yell it. So at the end of the day, people have to stop taking terms that are already here and
Mm-hmm.
changing them to uh, the majority opinion. You feel me? Listen, just because the majority agrees doesn't make it right. You feel me?
Right.
I've seen a lot of people do the same dumb shit. You feel me? I mean, so,
Exactly.
so that's what it is. So this is equivalent to we keep letting the uneducated have too much say. Most need to shut up and listen. I totally agree. So you're repeating someone else's vision, right? Um I mean, yeah, you definitely could be repeating someone else's vision. If I
Yeah.
buy personally two dogs from Daryl and then I breed those dogs together, yes, correct. I could be um replicating his vision. That is correct. But at the same time, we are not talking about vision here. We are talking about production. We are talking about just
Exactly.
a straight fail line of production. I agree with what a lot of people are saying in the comments. The things are people are talking about different things. If I breed two dogs together, this is my
Mm-hmm.
production. You feel me? That's all. That's all. That's all to it. It's not that hard. That's all to it. If you produce mom, dad, and grandparents, them are your production. If you um, buy two dogs off someone else, that's called 50-50. You just dropped the litter, not your own production.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't. You can't. You. That's the thing. Bully community. Bully community. Bully
Hey, hold on,
community.
wait.
Bully community.
Who did you hear? Let's say this first before we get there. Who did you hear that from? It just says Facebook user. They haven't signed up. So who did you hear that
I'm
from?
trying to get over to Facebook again to
No, because when people first get on StreamYard, you have to approve so your name can show up in the comments instead of just a comment.
nobody ever does that though. No one ever
Because
does that.
I see a lot of people names in
Well, I see
here.
some people over a period of time they have, but a lot of times people don't do it. Um, but here's the thing, hold on, because I want to see who actually made that comment.
Yeah,
I want
and
to see
Albert
who
says,
actually.
this is for you because I didn't really hear what you said. It said, does the outcross dog further establish bloodline being yours, or is it your bloodline from first breeding?
Once the bloodline is established, okay, so once the bloodline is established, the very last thing you're going to want to do is do a tight inbreeding to make everything consistent. At that point, because you've been line breeding and inbreeding from anywhere from 5 to 7 generations, you're going to have to do an outcross. When
Well,
you
hey,
outcross
oh,
to another blood, still your bloodline. You just outcross because at that point you have no other options to. Otherwise, you're going to water it down, and then you're taking it back into your bloodline again from there to maintain the bloodline. So you're only outcrossing to maintain health. Hopefully, you get hyper vigor and it takes things to another level. But all bloodlines will be outcrossed to another dog if I'm the owner of the bloodline. Now, if you take my bloodline and you breed it to some random dog that you have, then it's half my bloodline part of what, and then whatever that bloodline is from that production. But
yeah, then you're
the
gonna have for
person
the bully
sitting,
community, they gonna have that razor's edge and Gotti blood. That's what they gonna have. But hey, hold on. So hey, and so the Facebook user doesn't have a name and say, who did you hear what you saying from? Because I've been doing this forever. I get my info from my dad, grandparents, and hands-on experience. Alrighty. Well, if you feel that you have to
who's
breed several
saying this?
times, I don't know, the Facebook user. So I'm just gonna say this: if you feel like you have to breed several times before you can call it your production, and your grandparents taught you that, unfortunately, bro, I hate to say it, you got the wrong information from the top of the tree, my nigga. They were wrong. Your granddad was wrong. Your dad was wrong, and you're wrong. You feel me?
Yeah,
Um,
you don't have to have multiple breedings to have a production. Because think about what you're saying.
Oh,
I have to.
it says Stephanie.
What is she saying?
It says their name on my screen. Oh yeah, we can't see your name, Stephanie. Well, all right. Well, unfortunately, Stephanie, I would have to say that you're wrong on this one because this. Okay, so this. Okay, let's say this. So Daryl, or for the people in the comments, because me and Daryl, we kind of agree on some of the issues with this topic. So for some of the people in the comments, answer this. So if I buy a dog from Daryl and I buy a dog from, let's just say, Stephanie, and I breed those dogs together, who production is it then?
Right. Well, Yesterday they was when I watched the video yesterday they were saying
No,
it's
no, wait.
nobody.
Hey, don't say the answer. Don't say the answer. I want to hear this because I'm gonna figure out who I'm gonna block from my page right now. So I want to hear this because if you were that slow to say what I think some of you people are gonna say, you're just too far behind. You feel me?
Okay,
I
hold on.
mean,
We
you
got
gotta.
some people joining in.
Marcus Kelly, his mic is muted.
Marcus,
No, my
your
fault. I
mic
didn't
is
want to
mute.
join in. I just came off of Facebook.
Oh,
Okay. My bad. I'll go
well,
ahead
while
and
you
mute
on, you
you.
ain't gotta. Oh, I was gonna say while you on, he ain't gotta show a picture. Just go ahead to tune in, state your opinion.
Somebody else, Marlon J, it says device is not connected.
Tap me in.
And it
Hey,
says device is
Stephanie,
not connected.
the link is in the top. If that's Stephanie, the link is in the top of the comments. But look, all I'm saying is this: who production is it then? Who
What you
production is it?
saying?
Because like I see people who buy dogs. So like let's just use live
Is that
stream for
Steph trying to
instance.
join in? Hold on, just a sec. I ain't
Yeah,
taking another man's credit, honestly. Steph, it's not. Yeah, see, and that's the thing with the
that's not
bully
taking
community.
another man's credit because I'm giving that man credit for the dogs that I bought from him. I'm giving that man credit for the dogs
Exactly.
that I bought. But that's my production. Now let's say this: if those dogs turn out like shit, and then I put it on that person, is he gonna want the credit then? You feel me? So see, these are
Exactly.
all human emotions that people are engaging in here. This is not facts. These are not correct definitions of terms here. You feel me?
Exactly.
This
All right, Steph, I just put the link, or I can even try to send it to you through Messenger.
Thank you. Beth B says whoever bred it's the producer. It's not rocket science. That's what I read.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. But
I'll
at
have my
some point,
first
people
production in 2
started
weeks.
changing things.
Fam. The real question, LL. Bruh, it's my production and you owe me, I'll take the first pick female. Man, yeah, see, I was gonna say, why the hell am I on here twice? But bro, listen, this is not rocket science, man. This is people listening to other people who they respect and stuff like that. And like I said, some people give wrong information. Some people just are not smart enough to go back and retract their statement because they care too much about what other people think. Listen, if I'm wrong about something, you guys can correct me. And if I find out I'm wrong, then hey, I'll do a whole live chat. Hey, okay, well, look, I was wrong. Did some research, figured this out. This is the true. This is what it really is.
But see, I think where a lot of this comes from is I think people, rather than looking outside to what's going on in the dog world, when it comes to the bully community, and I think it also has to do a lot with the bully community is a very uneducated community. I think it also has to do with you have so much information on the internet. A lot of people are picking and choosing where they want their information to come from and what they believe based off of the personalities that told it to them rather than whether it's correct or not. So they hear
Well,
this one thing.
people believe Google. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I only use Google when it defends my ridiculousness. You feel me? That's it. So if I know I'm wrong about some shit, but on Google it says I'm right, that's what I'm gonna throw in people's face. Hey, look, check this out, bro. Google said it's right. Especially with my wife. You feel me? Especially with my wife. You feel me? I mean, and that's what it is. And sometimes people have to understand when you breed, it's simple. You breed two dogs together, that's your production. Period.
Your production
Whatsoever.
doesn't matter where you
Now,
bought them from. Michael Reed said, "How about using your own female to different sires and breeding them offspring together? Those offspring are your production. When you breed that female to those different males, those are your productions. Even though those males aren't yours, this may be your very first breeding. If you went out and you picked those males to breed to, your female, that becomes your production. It's simple. It's
well,
never going to
see,
change."
So Stephanie says, so does the right information come from us? And Stephanie, let me be honest when I say this. You're goddamn Skippy. It always comes because we never. I don't say anything that is not a fact. I don't say. See, the problem is that
Here's the other thing,
people don't
Steph,
fact check people.
is this is known all over the dog world. Something that's known all over the dog world. So it doesn't matter. All we're doing is regurgitating something that 99.9% of the dog world knows until you all of a sudden you get to the bully world and people start to try to change things. If I own the female and I breed it to Robert's male, and I call Rob and Stephanie, if you own a male and I hit you up and I say, I got a female, I want to breed to your male. And you say, cool, here's the fee. I pay you the fee. We do the breeding. I then my female then gives birth. That is my production. Even if I'm only 6 years old and this is the first time I've ever bred dogs, that is my production. That is how it goes. That's just the way it
Oh,
works. That's how it's
hey,
always
hey,
worked.
top. Matter of fact, top notch. I sent you a friend request, bro. Listen, well, y'all. I sent a lot of invites out to the Robert McCormick page. So, oh, matter of fact, while we on here, I'm just gonna let everybody know, bro. Me and Daryl, we finna start teaming back up, bro. Going live on Thursdays from the Robert McCormick page, Joe Thor page, YouTube pages, and everything. So we finna start back growing this year. I'm gonna keep it to a minimum. You feel me? With the people that I actually deal with, because people are shady. But definitely top notch. I am definitely a funny guy, bro. Definitely. That's one thing you're gonna see. I'm funny. I'm hated. I don't give a shit. Um I just call out stupidity, bro. I mean, listen, man. This year I be trying to
She
hold
said
back because
production
I'm
is what you make in your yard. If I use your dog semen in my yard, that's my production stuff. That's
bro, hey,
but
like
here's the
some
thing,
hey,
it's like arguing 2 + 2 = 22. I get the two twos make it look like 22, but this is simple. It's just four. This is how it's always been. At what point and why would we be trying to change things? So that you saying is y'all buy dogs, drop a litter and say it's your production or you produce a nice litter. That's what
hey,
everybody says. You've said it,
I mean,
that
my thing is
somebody
this:
produced a
why
nice
do I
litter.
give? Okay, so you're telling me. So I buy a dog from Daryl. Now I gotta kiss his ass by saying, "Oh, thank you for letting me
Let me
buy this
check this.
dog. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it." Then I turn around and go buy a female from somebody else, and then I gotta kiss their ass. Thank you, thank
You're
you,
on.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah,
Then I paid
I'm just
all of this
listening,
money.
man.
Hey, hold on real quick. Then I paid all of this money for both of these dogs and kissed both of these dudes' ass, put all these money into food and vet bills, and then I do this breeding and gotta say, hey, bro, y'all produce some nice puppies. What the fuck? Come on now. No.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
that's
TNT.
just the way that's the way it's always been.
Nah,
What's
nah,
up,
like you
TNT?
said. What's going on, Dale? What's going on, Rob? Like you said, man, even if you use a man stud, the stud, the person who stud you use, he's the co-producer and you the producer.
I can go with
I
that.
can even look at it that. Yeah, I can
I
even
can
look
go
at
with
it
that.
that way. Look at it
Nah,
that
nah,
way.
like you said,
I
if you
agree.
buy two dogs from Daryl,
But see, but TNT, this is the only reason I can go with that as a theory, because you are correct. But at the end of the day, if you produce a shitty litter off of his dog and you say he's the co-producer, do you think he'd agree with that?
nah, he wouldn't.
Wayne,
Exactly. So
it's not showing you on StreamYard.
Nah, you right. Like you know what I'm saying. But even if it was a nice litter, would he say he co-produced it though? If that joint came out fire?
What was the setup? What was the situation?
Like you said, how he if you use his stud and the litter came trash, he ain't gonna claim he co-produced it.
Exactly.
But if it come out
Exactly.
yeah,
nice,
that's what I said. See,
but
oh,
if
go
it
ahead,
come
man.
out nice, is he gonna claim he co-produced it? Like, yeah, he used my mail for that, so you feel me? I co-produced it because I done seen people do that before. Try to
Oh,
put
bro, I've seen it happen too, and that's what I said. So
Yeah, I've
I
seen
have
it.
to pay you, kiss your ass, and give you credit. Come on, bruh. Like we are sitting here giving these people money, telling them thank you for taking it. You feel
But
me? They should.
here's my concern with the bully community is it has been known for hundreds of years that this is what a production is. And what they're about to do, you take the live we saw yesterday. Spielberg has a big voice in the community. Stephanie Andrade. Now all of a sudden, they about to push this new narrative, something that just is not what it has ever been. You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem in the bully community is take a step back from bullies. Go look at other breeds. Talk to other breeders. Figure out how these things was done. It's like if I breed two Red Boy Jocko dogs, that's my production. If I buy a Red Boy Jocko from this guy, I buy a Red Boy Jocko from this guy, I got a Red Boy Jocko bloodline. This is my production. We'll get into the bloodlines in a second, but this is my production. I produced it. When Dr. Dre samples George Clinton and some P-Funk, and then he throws some beats on top of it, the sample plus the beats make that he puts on top of it
Oh,
makes it his production.
bro, this is
He
simple.
There's production rights
Look
to it. It's
up
simple.
the definition of production. Like, no matter how you look at it, even if you take it to a clothing thing, if I buy a hat from somewhere and then I buy a piece of paper to press on that hat from somewhere else. When I put these two things together, this is my brand now.
Yep.
It's not the person who made the hat. It's not the person who made the paper. It doesn't like, so somebody said, well, what if you buy it from the same kennel? It doesn't matter. You produce the dog.
Hold on.
Like if I buy two dogs from Daryl, I'll give Daryl credit. You know,
Exactly.
Daryl produced these dogs, but I produced this puppy.
And ain't no one saying that Daryl would have put them two dogs together necessarily. That was Jerry. You know what I'm saying? You took his vision. You took two dogs from his kennel and put them together. Ain't nobody, he ain't say he was going to do that. So
Man,
technically, you
check this
kind of
out. If
misunderstood.
Daryl gives me two dogs and say breed these two dogs together, it's my production, but Daryl told me to do it. You feel me? Daryl produced these dogs. Daryl gave me the dogs and told me to breed them together. I bred them together. It's my production. I did the breeding. It doesn't matter if I was told
And
to.
see, and now here's where I was kind of bringing up earlier. I don't know if it ended up being on this live TNT. So like when I was young, if I knew a guy that had a pit bull, he had a female, this other guy had a male, I would hit them two dudes up and say, I need you guys to do a breeding because I need a pup off of this. I think this is what'll work perfect. Now, the guy who had the male, I would pay him. The guy who had the female, then he would do the breeding. I'd take first pick. That's my pup. That guy would then turn around and say, oh, me and Daryl co-produced it. One of the reasons he would say that is because I'm the one that came up with the idea. Now, in my opinion, that's his production.
Okay, what about the dumb shit? Who said this dumb shit too?
Idea.
Hey, Daryl, who said this dumb shit? Somebody said, well, when you take your puppy, then that one puppy is your production. Who said that dumb shit? You feel me? Listen, bro.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Come on, bro. Hey.
It doesn't make sense, but people start evolving their own thoughts on something that's been done 20,000 years. Like we don't need to come up with nothing new. You know what I'm saying? And it's like y'all want to say anything as a bloodline, but then all of a sudden you want to make it more difficult to accomplish something as your production.
No, what it is, everybody wants to have their mind. Everybody wants their own. Everybody wants to sit at the top. Everybody wants to be the best. Bruh, nobody just can be normal no more. Listen, bruh, you normal. Okay?
Nobody want to put in that work.
You know what it is? You know what I think? Say that again.
Nobody want to put that work in and take the time to actually, you know what I'm saying, perfect and actually create a bloodline.
Exactly. They just want a popular stud, and then they're going to say it's
I got a question.
Stud line.
Like, can you really have a bloodline if you breed it with no purpose?
Yeah. I mean, because but that's me, I breed exotics. So
but I ain't talking about like can you really have a bloodline if you have no purpose?
Well, this is the problem.
The reason you can't is because in order for you to have a bloodline, you need to have a unique temperament and a unique look. Yeah,
and you need to know how to read.
Temperament and a unique look. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take you, the best breeders, 5 generations to accomplish that. The average breeder is going to take 7 to 10 generations to accomplish a unique temperament and a unique look that can be pushed on to other bloodlines or scatterbred dogs. That's what makes it a bloodline. So, just having a popular stud doesn't make it a bloodline.
Renee.
Somebody's trying to, Kenny Wayne.
Man,
what's up, man?
Bro, tap me in real quick.
Yeah, you in here, bro.
Hey, and whoever,
Hey,
and whoever I jump on here, bro, want to fight me, I apologize right now. What's up?
Cool. Just saw live yesterday, and just some information that was being mispushed. And, so now some people on the live now, kind of mispushing that same information. So I just decided I wanted to do a random live and speak on what makes it your production and what makes an actual bloodline. Because it's a lot of
you got Romeo Romeo here. What's up with my LOE guy?
Where's he at?
He in the comments on, I think on YouTube or Facebook. I didn't even see that. But hey, look, Steph, I know. I mean, my thing is this, man. Like I said, everybody wants a lie. How about you just create a dope dog? People, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I created 7 generations of dogs, and that shit ended up trash. I had to start all over at the end.
That's part of the dog game, bro.
Yeah, that last piece.
Steph said, my line is my line. Ain't no one gonna claim Viking French. It's not claiming. So if I buy two Viking Frenchies dogs, I buy a male, I buy a female. So I got two Viking Frenchies dogs. I breed them together. That's my production. It's still Vikings Frenchies blood if you actually truly have a bloodline. Then, but it's
Yeah.
my production.
Hey,
It's just a production. A
But
production is not a huge accomplishment. You got people
yeah,
all the
but
time buying
can you
Boston
claim it though?
dogs.
Like the problem
Yeah.
is though, can you claim it as your own? Like I created this, not I took a
No.
choice
See,
of
a
taking two
production
dogs
of
and doing that.
something you created in a production. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess I could say I created it, I produced it. You feel me? Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah. Well,
You feel me? It's simple.
man,
I produced the dogs. Listen, a production
bro, it's
and giving
different things.
someone credit, a production and giving someone credit for
That's
what they
exactly.
produce.
You still need to
yeah,
give
a
credit. So
production
if
is
I took
something you
two
Yeah,
produce.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
production, but I
So
would
if
need
I
to give
buy two
Stephanie
dogs from
credit
Daryl,
for the
I
dogs that
give
I
Daryl
bought.
credit. If I buy two dogs from Daryl, I give Daryl credit for producing those dogs.
Yeah, since
Yeah.
you bred the
But
dogs,
for the
that's your
dog I
production.
produce off of them, they're mine. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Rome, if you look, hey, Daryl, post the link again. Rome trying to get in. Or send it, or,
Okay, hold on.
But
Snap,
see,
put the
this
let
link
me see.
together.
it's cool to give your props and credit, but this is the game of these dogs. These people hate to give props and credit to people. Don't care
I
if you
totally agree
gave
with
them
that.
these two dogs. There's people who will still not give you credit. That's why I tell anybody, if you get a dog out of me, I don't care how much you spend. Guarantee you the paperwork gonna say GSK Grammy Bull. I don't give a damn how much you pay, and you tell me, don't put your name. I'm gonna put my tag on it. If not, you're not about to buy my
That's
dog. Period.
Huh?
I
that's
keep my
that's
dog.
that's where
We can
your
stop wherever
credit
you
comes
want.
from
I
as a
just need to
breeder,
stop at
though.
what's the
Your
name first.
Yeah.
name is already on the papers. So
Okay, I still
me,
haven't seen Rome. Where you at?
I sent them the link.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead, Sinatra. My bad.
Oh,
no,
that
that's
shit
all
just say
good.
your message was not sent. Oh, my bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. As a breeder, your work is
Yeah.
just to produce the stuff. If I personally have sold dogs, multiple dogs to people who've used it as their foundation. Do I claim their productions
Right for
as mine? No, because
never
that's
mind.
not a breeding
Exactly.
that I did. Those were dogs that I
For water
sold.
spot.
That wasn't my
Yeah.
work. It was my work that produced those dogs, but that wasn't my work in putting those two together. My 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 shout out, my love, my respect, my give back
I'm
all
in.
comes when they sell those puppies to the next person. Guess what? They gonna even though they bought it from the middleman, the breeder, my name is gonna be all over the puppy's paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still
True. Right.
getting
Right. Right.
all the notoriety that I need. I don't need nothing
But
else.
okay, here goes the question that I got. If you have some good shit, and if you have like 2 or 3 dogs sold to the same person, and they is not appreciating the blood or the quality, can the question I'm asking, like, as the breeder, do you have the right to be pissed off?
Of course.
Yeah, you can be pissed off, but
Yeah.
you sold the
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
That's also
yeah.
why I don't sell many of my dogs with breeding rights.
Right, right, yeah.
I want to be the
Production
one
is
breeding
not
my dogs.
production is not bloodline. That is correct, Beth. Whoever produced it puts the
Yeah.
name on the puppy paper.
And I think that's where a
Correct.
lot of people get confused at too. They rather
Well,
think it's
see this, but
production
see,
than
this
take
is
a
why I
bloodline
generally
from it.
try to stay out of the dog talk, bro. I try to stay out of the dog talk because there's a lot of ignorance that goes on. That's why I stick to the marketing because there's no way people can challenge me on that. Because most people that are looking into marketing understand facts. I mean, with dogs, there's just too many. There's too many ways to skin a cat, so everybody has an opinion. But when there's facts, like terms like production, this is a
Yeah.
fact what production means. You feel me?
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
someone putting different things together to create one thing. That is a production.
I don't
So
know.
if I use Daryl, if I say Daryl, who should I buy a dog from? And Daryl tells me both people to buy a dog from. And then I say, Daryl, when do I breed this dog? How do I breed this dog? What do I feed this dog? And I listen to Daryl. When I do this, I am still the producer. I just took all the elements around me that I needed to produce something that I like.
Am I in here?
Look
Mr.
who's in
Romeo,
the
what up, bro? You
house.
need to. Oh,
They didn't let the wrong one in the building, champ.
Exactly.
need
So you know what the topic
something to
is,
scrub
bro?
on.
The topic
SOS back.
is the topic is when can you call
Got
it
some?
your production? Because they trying to come up with this new thing that you can't call it your production until you produced a litter that produced another litter, which makes no sense because the first thing you said is you produced a litter. The other thing that they were
Okay,
Well,
hey.
talking about when they were
Oh,
talking about bloodlines is they were talking more about a time
Oh,
period rather than generations. And so that's
so
why I went live today.
so
well,
I think
well.
that,
I mean, when
not
it
to
comes
cut you
down to
off, bro.
productions, go ahead, bro.
No, not to cut you off, but I think I didn't hear the live from last night, but it sounds like they're mixing up what people would consider, because I've heard people say that it's not your generation, like your first generation towards your bloodline, if you
Okay.
didn't produce both parents,
no,
but
they're
not as
mixing.
far
They're
as their
mixing up. They're
production.
mixing up facts with their
See, and that I
feelings. Is
would
what
agree
they're
with.
mixing up.
Yeah,
What they're
that's
mixing
that's
up
Yeah,
is facts with
no,
their feelings.
it's
no,
a
that's
lot of people that's
exactly.
getting
But
a
I'm
lot of
saying that
stuff
it's
mixed up
this from what I
and
heard Daryl
twisted.
say. It sounds like they're mixing those two up versus a production versus like your
I agree.
legitimate
They're
first
getting it mixed up.
generation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And
Yeah,
and
I
and when
agree
it
with you
comes
on
to
that.
a bloodline, you have to have a family of dogs first. When they all
Yeah.
become a family, that's your first
Yep.
generation.
Okay, so hey, check this
It
out. Let's
take
throw
you
that
five
theory. Okay,
generations to make it a bloodline, though.
okay, let's throw that theory out the window. So if I buy two dogs from Daryl and I breed those dogs together, that puppy is not my production, right?
Nah,
So
that
if
is
that
your
puppy is
production.
not my
Why not?
no, so if that puppy
Production.
no, but look, so if that
Why
puppy
not?
is not my production, no, I know, but hold on, I'm just killing the theory that people have. But so if that
Okay.
puppy is not my production, what if I breed that puppy back to his mom? Then technically that's not my production either. And what if I take a puppy off
Nope.
of that back to her brother, which is the dad? Then technically that's not my production either, right? So I did
Right,
three
right.
breedings that's not my production because I went back to the dogs that I bought from Daryl.
Hey, Rob.
That don't make no
Rob.
Exactly.
sense.
Hey, Rob. Hold on, Rob. Now you know this is a conversation that me, you,
I can hear it.
Daryl,
Hold
and
on.
several other people then had for years. You know what I'm saying? All that is based on is other individuals wanting to still get clout off of work that somebody else is putting in. It's just that damn simple. If I buy a dog from Daryl and I buy a dog from you and I decide to breed them two ugly motherfuckers together, I
Well,
produce
hold up.
those
If you buy a
dogs.
dog for me, it ain't gonna be ugly though, bro. That's.
I know, but
See,
see,
you see how Velma
wrong,
is
bro.
slipping some shit in there.
I wasn't even finna go there with Ro. But hey, you wanna know something? We gotta Rome ain't been around for a while, so we gotta warm him back up before we start tear that ass up again.
Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm gonna talk my ish. I can't help it. I ain't,
Yeah, but like I said,
look.
whoever breed the dogs together is your production. And
Yeah.
over my thing is this:
Ray, I
why
just
are we
sent you the
still
link.
talking about shit like this? Even for people who's been in the game for, bro, listen, if you pass the
You
I'm gonna
know
third
tell you
grade,
why?
why.
and I
I'm gonna
know
tell
some,
you
You
why.
know
Because
why?
every
You know
every
why we still
5
talking
years,
about
the
it?
bully
Because
community
everybody
likes to
still
try to
chasing
reverse
clout.
things.
And
Exactly.
everybody still want credit and clout for shit that they ain't doing. Ain't shit changed, bro. It's the same shit we've been arguing for the last 10 damn years. You got a motherfucker clear in California that want credit and clout for somebody work that's getting done in North Carolina. Nigga, we don't know you. You wasn't here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Somebody
Yeah,
brought
that
a dog. I
it's
brought a
Hey
dog
Trey, I'm
from
gonna
a
send
you.
you the link on Messenger.
yeah, hey, look,
it's
check
a
this out for the people that's in the comments. We're not talking about giving credit. We all agree that we should give credit to who produced. Listen, if I buy two, okay, so look, say this. Okay, babe, here go another
Hey,
example.
nah,
Say
fuck
Daryl.
that. Nah, hell no. The credit was given when I purchased the dog from you.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
already
Other
agree.
than
said
that,
that. Like, nigga, I gotta.
That's a
So
other
not
fact.
than
only do
that,
I gotta give you my money,
nah.
but then I gotta kiss your ass
Nah,
and then give you
the
credit.
credit was given. The credit was given when I paid you up 10 grand for that dog.
Whatever
That was
you
the
charge
credit.
for
What I
that
do
puppy,
with the
nigga, you feel
dog,
me?
once the dog leaves your yard and is in my possession, I don't have to mention you ever again in life. For
Okay,
what?
hey, check this out. Hey, check
You
this
ain't
out, Rome.
buying dog food.
What about
You
this
ain't paying
theory?
That's
for
the
vet
front of the
visits.
kennels and being in front of the names. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hey, check this out, Rome. What about this theory? So let's just say this, Rome. You buy two dogs from Daryl, right? And you
Yeah.
produce a dog. And so you buy two dogs from Daryl. You do a
That's
breeding,
Daryl
right?
shit. That's
That's
Daryl
okay.
shit. That's
So
not your
so
shit.
he's Yeah, that's Daryl shit. So now you do a
Yeah.
breeding with those two dogs. You do a breeding with
How's it,
those two dogs.
ho. How's it Daryl shit? Because
No,
I
he said the
brought
Exactly.
you
two
The
dogs
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 you
you
from
bought
Daryl.
breed is
from
my
Daryl.
shit.
Okay,
The dogs
listen.
you bought.
If you
The
take
dogs you
yeah,
bought from
if
Daryl.
you buy $2 or $3 off one program, it's the same shit. In my opinion, and I'm gonna say opinion, it's the same shit. It's his shit because all he
Yeah,
gotta
that
do
is.
is
That
do
His
is.
the same
blood.
thing.
It's
You
his
know what
blood, but not
I
his
mean?
productions.
So
Yeah,
at the
no, but
same,
if you
it's the
breed
same
those
shit.
dogs together,
Like look me, yeah.
That's his
That's like
blood, his
Go
that's
ahead,
like
work,
bro.
but
that's
that's
like
not
if
his
I go
production.
that's like if I
So
go
hold
to
up.
New York. That's like if I go to New York and get a He-Man puppy, and then I go to Cali and get some King puppies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they produce those dogs. They put work in with those dogs. Once I purchase those dogs, what happens after the fact ain't got no more to do with them
That's a
at
fact.
all.
besides paperwork. Because my vision is probably gonna go in a totally different direction than either one of them was
Exactly.
going. That's
Exactly.
why I got two different dogs from two different
But
individuals.
but
You
hear
get
this.
what I'm
You
But
can
hear
saying?
this.
buy
Hey,
two
Now if
but
I
hear
different
this.
now if
dogs
I
from the
buy
same
Right.
individual.
Because
now
you
if
got
I
two dogs, two different
now
doors.
now from what he said, now if I go by, which a lot of motherfuckers do, if I go by a whole group of dogs for one damn person, and then I'm taking those dogs to my house and I'm just breeding those dogs together, all I'm doing is piggybacking off their program.
But who's to say he was gonna breed them dogs that way though? He might have not been putting them
Nah,
dogs together like that.
he probably wasn't.
Give
He
me, have
probably
nothing to scrub
wasn't.
it with.
Probably wasn't. Yeah.
But you took
That's
it.
not
It
You
his
was.
taking
vision, but those are his
you
dogs.
taking
You
a
So
can't
you
really
whole
came
change
in
look.
the
your own
store to
You
get
vision.
something for me, and you come out with
you
something.
taking a whole look.
Hey, Rob,
Whole
mute your mic.
genotype. You taking a whole genotype and phenotype off from one yard and taking it to your yard and recreating the same exact thing that was being created over here across the
Can
street.
I make a different
That's
strain from
all you
somebody
doing.
else's?
Yeah, if you
But
buy
that's
your whole
also I
yard
It's
from
don't.
still your.
somebody else's
It's
yard,
still his production. It's my. You use my dogs, but it's still your production.
Yeah, that's.
yeah,
I think
So we
a
all
lot of
agree if you breed
people.
it, it's your production.
A lot of people, from my I mean, just from what I'm seeing over the last few years with the newer class of bully breeders, a lot of people have trouble, just giving respect to the breeders before them. I'm on my fifth generation, and I still call my dogs other people bloodlines. That, and you know what I mean? Like my dogs ain't
well,
my shit. I
well, I
still
mean, if
call
you
them
haven't
other people's
established,
shit.
if you haven't
Yeah, I
established a
don't.
bloodline, then
I don't.
it's you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think I have established bloodline. That's the
Yeah,
difference. I know
exactly.
just because I got 5 generations or my fifth generations, that don't mean that I have established. I'm still breeding other people's shit to
Okay,
create mine.
I got a
There you
question,
go.
and this might either
I got the
this might
same temperament.
enrage
Bro, then look, I do.
this might enrage the conversation or kill the conversation. I got a question since we talking about bloodlines and established bloodlines and things of that nature. Is Dax a bloodline?
No,
He's a dog.
it's a
No,
He a
dog.
he's
No,
a
mutt.
that
dog.
He a
He's a
mutt.
Gotti
He a
no,
line.
mutt.
He's
that's
a
a red
Gotti
dog,
line
Scud.
dog. He's a
That's a
Gotti
red dog,
He
line
a
bro.
dog.
mutt.
So,
Yeah,
with
that's
that
what he
being
is.
established, that
Who Ed Shepard also bought dogs from Richard and a bunch of other Gotti line breeders, a whole bunch of family breeders. That's
He
why
right.
he
You're
gave
right.
those people homage by continuing that name. He did
21
something different
blackjack
with Dax. And mind you, Ed Shepard had shit ton of dogs before Dax.
from Great
Ed
yeah,
Line.
Shepard produced
yeah,
Tank. Ed
but
Shepard
but
produced
but
Ichiban. Ed Shepard produced
what I'm
Arnold
saying is,
Schwarzenegger.
what I'm
He's produced
saying
all those
is,
dogs before he even got
yeah,
to Dax. Dax was the
all those
last.
dogs, but all those dogs are considered Dax bloodline,
No,
right or wrong.
Nah,
But
because
Yeah,
Dax
but
is
hold
not a
on,
those
but
was
Rome,
before
but
bloodline.
you
Dax.
gotta
nah.
remember. But no,
Those
no, hold
Dax was
on, no, they
before
I'm
are
gonna
Dax.
get
no,
my
they are
vote.
considered
I'm
Dax
gonna get
line.
my
Rome
vote.
is right with that. The problem
I'm
with
gonna
that
get my vote.
is
Those
all of
dogs
these
were
motherfuckers are dumb as
Dax wasn't
shit,
even
bruh.
alive when those dogs I named were born. Dax wasn't even
Listen,
alive.
It
Dax was
don't
literally
matter.
one of the last dogs he
No,
produced.
but
How you mean it don't
it's
matter?
still Dax
It's
line.
Gotti. Dude
Oh,
had
No, it's not.
Gotti
It's not a.
line
It's
we
not
kennels.
a
on
line.
Facebook.
No,
It's
but
not a
Gotti
listen.
line.
line
Oh,
kennels.
we on.
Okay, hold on. Check
Ed
this out. Hey,
Shepard's
check this
nah,
name
out.
he
is
right.
Gotti
Hey,
line kennels.
he right because
Hey,
he got
try to go
21
one at a
blackjack.
time.
Okay,
all
listen,
All
right.
right.
he's Gotti
Hey,
line.
so
No,
look.
listen, he's Gotti line kennels, but anything off of Dax is Dax line.
We not. I'm talking about
That's
every
how it
dog that
works.
I mentioned came before Dax was even thought of.
Oh, I agree
Dax
with that.
line. That's line. The damn
Right here.
website didn't. That's all that changed was the name
There
on
you
his
can.
website.
No, I can't.
That's
They
all
stopped the
that
The
name
clock
was.
for
It
line,
me.
the
changed on
word.
his website.
Let me
Okay.
say this: the word line is short for bloodline.
Yes. Oh, and that's another thing that
Line
people are
is
doing that's
short for
stupid in this
bloodline.
community.
So
Remember, Daryl? People.
That's
there. Well, hold
marketing.
on, hold on, hold on.
So
There
so
is
Daryl,
no such
you
thing as a
completely
dax
understand
line.
where I'm coming from, right?
I agree 100%.
But
Okay.
that's
The
the
dax is
ignorance.
not
That's
a
the
dax
ignorance
is
of the
not a
That's
blood.
people.
that's the marketing side of the business.
Yeah.
I
But
noticed
that's
that
No,
with
no,
what
the
that's not
ring
but
marketing.
line.
that's
That
what I'm
That
listen, that's
is
not
saying.
marketing.
marketing.
That's
Hey,
sales,
But
bro.
that's what I'm
I've
saying.
been in sales for 15 years. I know sales when I see it. That's fucking
But that's
sales.
what I'm
I'm
but
gonna
that's
bro,
what
tell
I'm
you
that's
some
not
saying,
that.
shit.
Tank. But
I'm gonna
that's what
Bro,
tell
I'm
you
that
some
is
saying,
not
fucking
Tank.
shit, and
marketing.
you
First
gonna
of all,
fucking
Tank.
first of
believe it
all,
and
hold
go
on, hold
for it.
on. Here
That's
we go.
sales,
Hey, Tank.
homie.
Hey,
But
That's
Tank.
that's
I don't
sales.
that's
know.
exactly what I'm
Hey, look,
saying.
hold
It's a
on. Wait,
sales
wait a minute.
pitch.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's a
Marketing
sales
has
pitch, but at the same
okay.
time,
Marketing and
it's
sales is
being
two
It's a
completely
sales
used
different.
pitch.
as
Listen,
a
hey,
considered a
marketing and
bloodline.
sales are two completely different things. Marketing is
I
only for
agree. The
analysis.
market,
Marketing and sales are two completely different. So that's not a marketing tactic. That's a
that
stupidity
is
tactic that people use to make
sales.
sales.
Okay, and it's working. So who's the stupid
No,
people?
it's not.
The
How's it not
It's
motherfuckers
working when all
working.
kicking
these
out
people
the
I
got
It's
know
Dax
it
door.
about
is.
working.
Man, it
It's
everywhere?
is.
working.
You got
How's it
cats.
not working when everybody got Dax? If it wasn't working, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now, debating about if this a bloodline or not. If it wasn't working,
Listen,
They call
I'm
No,
line.
not
we
saying
are
that
no,
it
no,
it's
is,
we
but I
are.
know
only
that many
gonna
people do.
work because
No,
people
see, no, see.
were trying to
Obviously, you
find
don't
a
know
whole new
Rome. We're
look.
having this
That's the
One at a
only
conversation
time,
because
reason.
of
y'all.
Rome, which we're probably going to end up talking about Miyagi because of Rome. It doesn't mean it's working. It's Rome. That's it.
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
But
It's the
it is
bully
working
fucking
though.
community.
Bro, Rome. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you, Rome is a strong, strong, strong person when it comes to fuck Dax and fuck Miyagi. Period.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that one of them dogs.
Hey,
But at the
I
So
same
don't blame
time,
you. I don't
but
give a fuck
but
about them either.
but but in my defense, I bring those dogs up based on the fact that Tank mentioned and he admitted that he doesn't have he feels as though he doesn't have an established bloodline. Right now, as long as he's been doing what he's been doing and he feels he doesn't have an established bloodline, how can anybody else feel as though they have an established bloodline when all somebody is doing is taking a name and
Because they don't
attaching it to
understand what a
something
bloodline
and
is.
nothing
They don't
has been
understand what it is.
established at
Yeah.
all?
Because they don't
Nothing
care or
has
they
been
don't
established,
understand what
Man,
it
it took
is.
me
which is where the problem starts with a lot of these damn dogs because the majority of the people that are breeding these dogs have no clue
But
what the hell they are.
exactly, I feel as though most people, especially some of the newer breeders, think they can start a bloodline off this one dog they get. And
Yeah,
a lot of people
that's what
think
I'm.
I want to start
Yeah.
this one bloodline of this one dog, not knowing you got to get a family of dogs, create one dog, and then line breed and inbreed off of that dog.
Well, see, unfortunately, and yeah, I'm about to poke at Robert's ass with this. And yes, I am about to poke at Robert's ass. Unfortunately, in the exotic community,
oh,
they do the same shit. And that
yeah,
Oh,
but
bugs
all
but
me
day,
out.
all
Cause
day
they
in the
take
exotic
cause
community.
they take that Remy shit, that one dog, one line shit, and I'm talking about take it and fly over the world with it.
hey, hold on. Hey, you know how I am, bro. Hey, I bought. Hey, first of all, I bought live stream, and I had live stream line when I bought that dog from somebody else.
Hey, hey, look, we not gonna start that live stream shit. We
hey,
we not
hey,
gonna
you see,
go back to that. You
hey,
ruined
you
my
seen it?
whole
Hey,
career
oh,
with
you ain't
that
even seen
live
his.
stream
Oh,
video. We not
you
even
seen it?
doing
You
that.
seen his puppy though? You
I
seen his
ain't
puppy
seen
Oreo
nothing.
though, right?
I ain't seen nothing, bro. I ain't seen
I
nothing.
bet.
Look, hey, Robert, I've learned over the years I can't vouch
Just
for you
vinegar.
no more, bro.
Okay, just a regular rag.
Hey, that man shattered my whole career with one video.
Bro,
He
I ain't
just
even
shattered
paying
my
no.
whole career. I can't even talk no more. Baby,
I
shut
ain't
my
even
So
tripping.
Facebook
hey,
down and
so
everything.
so just for the sake of the bully community, everybody is on the same page now. We're not gonna start nothing new. It is your production when you own the female and you do that breeding. It is your production. You don't have to
Yeah,
do a production off of a production. Understand that in the bully community. When it comes to a bloodline is you taking either scatterbred dogs or two separate bloodlines or one bloodline to scatterbred dogs, and then you create a family of dogs in your yard. That becomes your foundation. Once you
Mm.
created that family of dogs, you start line breeding them and inbreeding them until they
Yep.
have their own unique temperament and unique look.
And
You
that's
need
where
both
the
of those
creation of a
things.
bloodline comes from.
It's going to take some of the best breeders 5 to 7 generations to accomplish that. It takes
I
the
mean,
average breeder 7 to 10 generations or more to accomplish that.
hey,
And
it took me 2
it
days.
has nothing to do with time period. It's all
It
about
took me 2
generations
days.
because you
It
need to
took me
lock it
2
in.
days, bro. It took me 2 days.
See, there you go. There you go.
Traits over
It took,
Hey, well,
it
generations.
hey,
took
let
me
me
2
make. Hey,
days.
look, let me make sure. Let me make sure I plug this commercial break in. Check this out, bro. I'm doing a lot of giveaways this year, giving away camera
Here we
No
equipment.
go.
commercial
Now
breaks,
look,
bro. This is just
camera
a random
equipment,
Man,
live.
cameras,
No
heat
commercial
press.
breaks,
Hold on,
bro.
heat press,
hey,
marketing
look,
stuff.
that's
No,
why
Hey,
I don't know
this
why.
is
oh,
not a
yeah, yeah.
marketing
Hey,
Look,
hold on.
live,
I don't know
I'm
why
giving away some
you
lab.
include Darryl. I don't know
Bro,
why you
killing it.
keep including his marketing ass in your damn
bro,
lives.
you
You know
have
he always
9
trying to sell
pages with
some
2
shit.
total followers, bro. Stop.
You
Let me
know,
talk.
you know he
Who
always
got
trying to
9 pages
sell
and
some
2
shit.
total followers? And hey, and I'm the one that's following them on both and all the pages.
It's fucking terrible.
But not, hey,
Robert
no,
sell,
for the
I
people, no,
swear,
but look,
Robert sell
for the
water to
people
a
that
well.
for the people that want to do like live streams and stuff, I'm giving away tablets, laptops, bro, webcams,
Nah,
audio
where my
equipment, mics,
tablet
and
at? I was
everything.
supposed to get a
All right,
tablet like 3 years
Bro,
ago.
you
We
never
got some
sent me the
questions in
address
here.
and then you fell off.
So,
I remember you
hold
remember
on,
you
you
was finna
guys.
go.
Hold on. Rob. I'm about to mute you. Come on. All right. So
Muted that.
Bridget said, how can you create a bloodline without bringing in a new breed? Okay. So Bridget, a bloodline is what you have within a breed. So a breed has a breed type. If you do the show ring, then it's also got a breed. It's also got a written standard. When you create a bloodline, you're taking that breed type and creating your own look and your own temperament
Come here,
within
y'all.
that
Come here.
breed type or within that written standard. And that's how you
So
create a
let me ask you
bloodline.
this.
Yo,
Let me ask
Daryl.
you this, Darryl. Is bloodline based off genotype or phenotype?
Pheno.
It's based
Bloodline.
off.
Well,
It depends. Are you a bully
gonna
breeder
create
or a
its
real
own
dog breeder?
genotype.
See, there you
Create
go
its
with
own
that shit,
genotype.
Robert. See, there you go with that. See?
It's gonna create its
Now
own
Oh,
we
so for
now
genotype
people that
look.
don't
because
know,
as
bro,
it creates its
Rome is
own
probably the only one
phenotype.
on here with a champion. Did you ever grant your
Yo,
champion
Daryl.
dog out, bro?
Familiar with the bottleneck theory?
Nah, I quit.
Oh,
Hold on,
okay.
he's getting on some personal shit.
I
What was that? Who said that?
Yo, I said you familiar with the bottleneck theory?
Yes. Definitely familiar with it. And a lot of breeds are hitting it right now. That's why we got
If you
400 new
could you speak
diseases
on
over
it?
the
You know what I'm
last
hitting it.
saying?
200 years.
Been hitting on it.
Well, as far as the bottleneck theory, what I'm thinking you're talking about is how you all of a sudden breed into a brick wall because you're breeding everything too close, too tight. The show ring tends to have that issue because people go to the top winning dogs or to the
Everything
most
is
popular
breathing down
studs.
into a funnel.
Exactly. And now the working dog world has learned, I don't even know if they've learned to
Uh-oh.
do it, but they can get away with it because they're breeding for performance. So it tends to not have as negative of an effect as when you are breeding just for a
Darryl
look. When you're
hates the
breeding
show
just
ring.
for a look, I don't hate the show ring. At some point, I'm gonna
But that's why I
participate
asked the
in it.
question
But
earlier.
Daryl Show King.
but the bottleneck theory, what happens is, so like the Cane Corso hit a bottleneck quick and had to outcross to the boxer. See what I'm saying? And just to bring
Improve the
in new
gene pool.
genetics. Exactly. You know, now some argue whether it was an improvement or not, but that's up to their opinion. But you have to, and that's why. So when you see like the stud book is open, the reason the stud book is left open is so we can get as much gene variety into the breed as possible. Then at some point they say this is enough and we close it off. The problem then becomes when you start to get niches within the breed. So you got the show niche, you got the working niche,
Well,
and then these niches
well,
all start to hit a bottleneck.
well. On that note, you got to look at it from this aspect too, Darryl. You can't necessarily say that the bully world is breeding into a bottleneck because motherfuckers is constantly adding new shit to these damn dogs.
Well, exactly.
You
Now
understand what I'm
that
saying?
becomes a
That's
problem.
like, and not to pick at the double XLs, but where you think you get dogs that's 26, 27 inches weighing
Man,
180, 190 damn pounds from if people ain't reinstating the damn mastiff into this shit. You get what I'm
Well,
saying? Like,
most of double XLs have been double XLs. You got to remember, double XLs was here before pockets.
yeah, I get
They
all
need to
that, but
add
I'm
nothing
just,
new.
but I'm
They're
talking
already here.
about as far as the new wave that's coming around now.
Well, I was about to say, because
You
technically
get
the
what I'm
American
saying,
Bully, when
though?
it first started, was always
If it's a
20
new
inches.
wave, then that's a problem.
And see, and that's where the issue is coming in with the new wave, because the new wave is adding
Still got
more,
F1s all up in it.
yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
everything is the
But yeah,
F1 now
you see
because,
that with the pockets. Like when they take a pocket
yeah.
and they breed to, a China
My
boy or
dogs ain't
something
no
like that.
F1s.
That's
All
Huh?
your
but
dogs are F1s.
see,
Nah,
and that's
my
where the
dogs be
pocket
dogs be
is
Robert,
straight.
actually crossing a
Robert,
lot.
all your dogs are F1s, bro.
No, my
They're
dogs
probably
be
threes
straight
now,
bulldogs with
3s and 4s.
exotic papers. My dogs be straight
Okay,
bulldogs with exotic papers. So you
exactly.
see F1. F1 ain't
Okay,
fucking with me, bruh. You
okay.
feel me?
You got a valid
You
point.
still calling them Brahma Bulls
But
over
yeah,
there,
It
so
Robert?
sound, it
the
sound like
pockets,
that.
you
It
got
sound like
pockets
that
that's
toe
breeding
line.
to dogs
I'm telling you,
whose
hey,
daddy and granddaddy
Toe Line
was
was
a
the first to
Frenchie.
do it, so you got to give Toe Line credit. Toe Line
man,
was the
that toe
first to
line
do it
shit
Toe
ugly.
line,
and
like
do it right.
that
Cause
dude just clipped some bulldogs'
Man, that
ears
toe
and went to
line shit
work.
ugly.
I'm telling you,
Man,
when
that
I
toe
get
line
home, y'all
shit
gonna
ugly.
see behind my head, it's gonna be a line of paper just back there, just like this, bruh. Hella ABKC, UKC,
And they all
AB.
fucking fake. All fake
Hey,
ass damn papers.
got everything, bro. 500, 500.
Say,
I ain't
say,
fucking with
say,
Robert.
say. So listen,
I'm not fucking with Robert, man.
if people don't care if the papers hung, then why even have papers?
Because people want to be lied to. Like for instance,
First of
like
all,
look at
No. Listen, if people don't care, like if you telling them,
I just told you,
you
because
know what
people
I'm saying?
want to be lied to, bro. People want to be lied to. Like, listen, check this
Nah,
out.
niggas don't want to
There
be
is no
lied to
value.
like that. Not
No,
everybody,
What
no,
up,
man.
Dre?
Hey, what up,
hold on,
bro?
wait, hold on, let me
What up,
finish saying
Dre?
this. If
What up,
you
my
look
dude?
at the Brahma bull, the Brahma is you can put the bulldog on the Brahma paperwork, but the Brahma holds no value. But you come into the exotic community and you tell people, yeah, I bred to a bulldog, but here goes some papers with some fake shit. They still take it and they still support it and still really
Yeah,
act
Yes.
like their dogs came from that shit.
But if
So
people was
people
just
want to be
honest from
lied
the
to.
jump, if you don't
that's
care, why don't
bullshit.
just be
Don't
honest from the
nobody give
no,
a shit
jump?
no,
about being
no,
honest.
If they was
no,
honest
no,
from
no,
the
no,
jump,
no,
we still
no.
have
It's
pit bulls
no,
right now.
no. It's not that people want to be
Yeah,
lied
that is
to.
true. I agree with that.
It's not that people want to be lied to. It's that people want to be accepted.
Bro,
Just on live with a couple other
Rome
kennels,
Material
my
do
man's
got
was
pit
putting
bulls.
American Bulldog in his shit. He
I'm
said
not
he was
gonna pay
good.
you 5K to have a fucking clean mutt. Cause me, I'm the type of person, bro. I'm gonna charge you 25 tops for a dog, and I don't have the best dog, but I can prove all my dogs look alike. I
Okay,
got
what
my
class
own
do you
blood.
breed? Kenny, what class do you
Pockets,
breed?
pockets.
I,
Look. Pockets. And listen, everything I
hey,
got
bro,
look alike.
don't show them dogs if you ain't ready for the truth, bro. Because you got some
I
motherfuckers
ain't got
on here
no
that's gonna give it to
listen,
you, bro.
bro.
Don't do it.
Bro, hold on, listen. Hey, listen, I don't have no problem. Cause I tell you, I don't have the best dogs. But my quality is A1.
Listen,
Oh,
I
I was
got
gonna say
You
pockets.
this
feel me?
nigga.
Hold on,
He don't,
He don't
he
like
done got
bullies.
over there. He got
Hold
Rudolph
on,
working overtime, bro.
hold
He
on,
ain't even
hold
let
on, hold
Rudolph
on,
go for Christmas yet.
hold on. There ain't no
Look,
damn pockets.
bro. I put
You got
Them
2,000.
dogs
XL
I
tall
got
as
pockets.
pockets,
hell.
bro.
Why did he do that?
Uh,
What is
Them
it?
dogs tall as hell.
hey.
Those some
Who trying
tall
to bet
ass
two
pockets,
racks
bro.
then? Who trying to hold up? Who trying to bet 2 racks? That I got pockets, bro. Huh?
Uh
Put
oh.
put
Hold
All
on.
right,
put them
show him
on the
again.
scale.
Show him
Hey,
again.
Oh,
Hold on.
no,
first of all, hey,
no. Hey, bring your ass to Texas. I
I
got
bet, hey,
pockets. I got pockets, bro.
everybody that wear
I got
Jeep,
pockets.
nigga,
Listen, see, bro,
Those
these
are
puppies,
pockets, bro.
just listen,
Oh,
bro. These
okay.
puppies right here, bro,
bro, that
almost
look like a
8 months
Greyhound, the one that
old,
was
bro.
just standing up.
Bro,
Shut
that
the
look like
fuck
some
up,
standards,
Robert.
bro.
Bro, it's a pocket because it's 6 weeks old.
No, bro.
Them some big
This
ass
pup,
pups,
no,
boy.
listen,
Them look
bro.
like some
Them some
giant
That
big ass
pup is
pockets.
pups.
not 6
Yo,
weeks
Robert
old,
double
bro.
no, dog.
Hey,
Hey,
bro,
How
that
old
I'm
them
just
puppy
fucking
pups?
is.
with,
Hey,
I'm
How
just
old
bro.
them
fucking with
pups?
you, bro.
No,
Damn, calm down,
no.
relax.
Hold up, bro. 'Cause I'm
How
trying to
old them
just
pups?
show y'all
Yo, wow.
I got some all right shit. You feel me? I ain't got
How
the
old
best
are they?
shit.
How
You
old them
feel me?
pups?
Shit hot. Shit hot.
These puppies right here, January
That's a
the 5th,
pocket.
they turned 7 months old. Swear to God, 7 months
Them some
old.
Yeah.
big ass
2 times,
pups.
They
XL,
have
bro.
half
They,
Here,
birth
Sanaa.
too,
XL
didn't they?
pocket.
huh?
Hey, My dog 3 years old, bro. Ain't that big?
Hey, bro.
Tank got a
How
damn
about this,
voice in
bro?
the damn
You know, we
camera.
fuck with them. We fuck with them
This
Hey,
tiny.
my
bro.
this my smallest dog.
Bro.
How
How
old is that
about
one?
this, bro?
She
I
3.
bring my dog to you. Robert, I bring my dog to you to show you I got pockets, bro.
Nigga, I'm in Northern
Robert ain't got no
California.
dog.
I
I'm
don't
gonna go
give a
ahead and tell
bro. I
y'all that
travel,
right
bro.
now.
I
Robert
travel
ain't
to
got no
just go check out
dogs.
dog. You
Robert
feel
ain't
me?
got no
Hey,
dogs.
Hold up, hold up.
wait. But I guarantee you, I got legit papers, bro. Cause I can prove everything the last
I
9
bet, I
years.
bet, I bet,
The
I
last
bet you ain't
9
got.
years.
That don't listen.
Listen. The
That's not.
last
That don't
9
mean it's
years I
legit.
kept in my yard for 9 years, bro. I
So
kept in my yard for
There
9
you
okay,
go.
years.
listen. But if
Hey,
you,
that's a good
if it
question.
was,
I kept in my
10,
yard for
All right,
9
so
years.
that's not
That's a good
legit
hold up.
question.
papers, bro. The game
Kenny,
was
don't
started off lies.
Kenny,
It's not legit. It can never
Kenny.
be legit.
That's a
That's
good
not true,
question
Rob,
there.
because the blood will make it legit once you start your line breeding and inbreeding. But
Bro,
Albert
Listen,
bro, listen.
Torres
The
I
said
papers
kept
is
in my
still a
yard for
lie.
9 years, bro. So you ain't got no choice
you know he
but to
got it
inbreed and
eventually in
line
line.
breed. If you keeping in your yard, you ain't got no choice but to line breed and inbreed, right?
Look,
Right?
I
look,
mean,
to
if you
answer the
trying to
You
create
question,
gotta
your own
have an
There
type,
you go.
you
occasional
gonna do that
outcross,
Right?
anyway.
bro.
Cement that
different
blood.
breed.
You gotta have occasional
He was
outcross.
breed.
You
But
gotta
you
have
want to
your
know something?
outcross.
Yeah.
But see,
Yeah,
this is the
And I
problem
got
when
you
you
that.
don't
have.
want it.
th-
You
This the
don't want the blood on your yard to get too tight. So you
Nah,
got
that's
Right?
to
gonna be
do
health
the
effects right
occasional
there.
No, see,
outgrowth.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
Because
start
when you
being
breed
quiet
too
because
tight,
I'm an
then
exotic breeder on the
yeah,
live with
that's
all
when you
Oh
start
XL,
getting
well,
that shit
with
that
I
all
Robert
can't
with
talk
breed.
all
to you no
XL
more
breeders.
then. I
What you
can't
mean,
talk
nigga?
to you no
Bro,
Ain't no
bro,
all
because
first of
XL
all,
breeders. Your
okay.
boy that said he a
Hey,
pocket breeder.
He finna get me started on them dogs, bro.
hold
I ain't
on,
finna get
hold
started
on,
on
hold on, hold
hey,
on,
on
hold
them
on, hold
I
on,
classics
hold
you
on.
got,
guarantee
Hold
nigga.
on, hold on, because it's
hey,
turning into a circus.
Hey, you
no,
got
I
classic
bet you
pockets.
big money.
Albert Porras has a
Every dog I
question.
got will outlive and
He got
outrun
XL
your
pockets. Is
exotics,
that what you
bro.
said, Robert?
You
I
said what?
bet.
You said he got XL pockets.
Yeah.
Y'all
Hey
are
man,
wilding.
I appreciate the fucking promotion, man. I appreciate it. Cause
Oh, you
every
know,
If your
person that do
hey,
that
go
bloodline
ahead and
doggone
promote
me
turns
them.
feel
into a
Hey,
good,
different
baby.
breed, you got money.
hey, well, y'all, hey, time out. Let me get this man some promotion. Show them dogs again. Let's get this man some promotion. I'm
Oh
finna,
man, y'all wilding.
hey, I bet you my exotics will keep up with. I bet you my exotics will outdo your pockets.
Bet,
Damn.
bet,
Stop
I
it.
mean, who said
bet.
stop it?
No,
I
I
said
said bet.
stop it.
I ain't said stop nothing. I
His
said
dogs
bet,
got legs.
bet.
Hey, no, I ain't talking about
Race,
the
man. Have a
greyhound you
bull race.
showed,
Man,
not
let's get
that
back
one,
on
not the
subject.
greyhound,
Let's
the
get back
other
on
one.
subject.
There you
Get back
go.
to it. Here we
Listen,
go. Albert
everything I
Porras.
got, I can back it up. I back it up, and I
It's a
talk
question.
that shit, and
It's a
I talk
So
question
here
on
that
the
we
Hey,
go,
let
shit.
me
screen.
ask you
fellas.
this, big
It's a
homie. Let me
question
ask
on
you
the
this real
screen.
quick. Let me
Okay,
ask
hey,
you this real
Yeah,
let's
quick.
get back to the topic. We'll say this for one of
Please,
my
yeah,
lives because
right.
this the
please.
type
So
of
here
shit
we
I do.
go.
Hey,
Right, right.
before we hot topics, let me ask him real quick. Like, how many generations are you in, my nigga?
Right now I'm in my 6th gen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bro, you said
yes
7
sir.
earlier.
No, I said these puppies are 7 months old. Listen, my nigga, listen. I might talk weird.
Why y'all gotta be racist, bro? Come on now, why I gotta be a nigga, man?
Bro, you darker than
Oh
me,
my
bro. Come
goodness.
on, bro, you darker
I
than me,
know.
bro.
See, well, get off. Hey, get off that
No,
light skin shit,
but
then.
listen
Get off.
though.
All right, so come on.
Hey,
All right, so look.
He on that
All
Drake.
right, so fellas, we
yes
got a
sir.
question on the screen.
Yeah.
Porras says,
Yes.
since there are no, or I see what he's getting confused. Since there are so many different breeds involved in the bully, at what point does a
Right.
bloodline become a different? A bloodline is not making a different breed, Albert. So here's the deal: bullies got all kinds of different dogs in them. Nobody knows what they use. Once those dogs start being bred together and they're no longer and breeds are no longer being bred into it, then it becomes a breed. Okay, so now we got a breed called the American Bully. It's got a standard, it's got a breed type. In order for you to create a bloodline, you got to grab different American bullies, cause them to be a family. You got to breed them together so that they become a family of dogs. Once you have that family of dogs, that is the first generation, your first foundation to starting your bloodline. When you take that family of dogs and you line breed them and inbreed them, hopefully you just line breeding, some close line breeding, some distant line breeding. Eventually you see what you like, you see what you think is perfection. You do that inbreeding to lock it in. Now you have created a bloodline. So a bloodline is still a breed. So German Shepherds have bloodlines. Pit Bulls have bloodlines.
Right.
Bullies don't have too many bloodlines, but we getting there. We know Jason Tryline has bloodline. Andre, you've been in it for shit forever, damn near. Do you have an actual BGK, an actual bloodline? Have you
A lot
done
of
that?
people ask me that, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. I got paperwork where I'm 6 generations in, and my name is across the whole pedigree. It say BGK the entire way.
There
So,
you go. That's a
so,
bloodline.
but
That
what
is
you said is
officially a
totally
bloodline.
accurate. The only thing I would have said that you left out is there's certain characteristics that have to be consistent for your
Yeah,
bloodline to be considered a
that
bloodline.
look and
It can't be
temperament.
scatterbred where you got one tall, one short, one wide, one skin. It's got to be a consistent look where somebody can look and say, "Oh,
Consistent
that's a
look.
BGK dog," or "Oh, that's a whatever type of dog." I recognize that style of bully without you even being there.
Yeah.
That's when you got a bloodline.
It's
Hey,
got to
Your
be a
dog
hey,
should have
hey,
unique
hold
your
on, hey,
look and a
Daryl.
unique
Hey,
temperament.
Daryl, let me
Yeah,
say
they
one
say
thing. One of your followers, Donna, says basically block me or get me off here. Let me explain something to you guys. Number one, I don't give a shit. But number two, being
Quit
real,
making things
is I
personal.
believe. No, hold on. Hey, I believe in education, and I also believe in entertainment. You feel me? We don't want the lives to get dead. I respect every brother that is on this live right now, and I have the utmost respect to them. But this is what we do to keep the live fun, to keep it easy going, and to keep everybody entertained while educating. So, I mean, unfortunately, if this is not for you, I don't want to kick you off Daryl's live because it's not mine. But the button is just as easy for you to push like everyone else.
Donna's a loyal
What they
follower.
say? What they
She
say?
she don't like you acting up in the back of the classroom, bro.
Oh, we got to, bro. You want to know something? Because like I said, you know me, I'm a firm believer in education, bro. I really am. And trust me, I know these dogs. I know dogs, and I know market. But I don't like to give this to people without the entertainment. Because without the entertainment, we sit here, bro. We've been here live for an hour, bro. Can you imagine how many people would have just left and said, "Fuck this shit"? If we wasn't on here going at it,
Those
having fun,
those
back
We
and
and
had
forth.
those the
69
people
people.
those the people who are the ones who are looking for entertainment and not educations are the one that don't need to be over here anyway. They don't need to be worried about no
That's the
fucking
way I
dogs.
look at it.
If you can't
That's the way
even
I look
you
at it.
can't
I
sit
Yeah,
don't
through
but
I
some
don't care how many
educational
people is
shit.
on it.
Yeah, if you can't
educate,
sit
but
through some educational shit, get your ass out of here.
Hey,
You ain't
but
trying
I
to learn in
do
the first damn
but
place.
I agree.
have a
education. But
question
listen,
though.
it's a proven fact. It's a proven fact that if you listen to the same voice for too long, you start to tune stuff out that this person is saying, and you may miss things. So that's why sometimes when people go live, when you have that interruption and you have that comedy and you have that off topic conversation, it brings people back to focus. You feel me? So that's what it is. It's a live stream. This is meant to be fun. This is meant to be educational. This is meant
Yeah.
to be
It
engaging.
was random. But let's keep it focused. All right. So Eric Maxwell said everybody needs to rip that band-aid off because double XLs, Merles, and whatever else that's in the mix is here now. This breed ain't but 30 years old. It's gonna go until registrations start getting denied. That's
Hey,
that's a
let's be
fact.
clear though. He said something that's on point. A lot of people don't realize, like, I bred outside of the standard for a long time, and I was okay with it, and clearly my client base was okay with it because XL stopped at how many inches? Like what? 30 and
23.
some. 23.
Oh, hey,
23.
sorry, see. Once again, let me retract that. Hey, Donna, I'm sorry you wasn't talking to me. You're correct. Kenny should get off of here. Kenny does not need to be on here. Kenny,
You
Oh
I'm
yeah.
on your side right now.
You
Hey,
Hey, I'm
tripping?
just.
I got one question though. How come people that breed exotics get mad when you ask them is that a Frenchie or a bulldog?
I don't. I tell you, it's an exotic.
Huh? Why?
Because
yeah,
they
Robert don't.
most of them
Robert
Huh?
don't.
don't because most of them don't know what they bought.
Yeah, hey, I
Thank,
don't give a
thank.
shit.
But
My
I will
point.
take.
That
I will buy a
bullshit.
Frenchie from you. I will buy a Frenchie from you, and then put exotic papers on that shit. You got me fucked
Go
up, and
ahead.
then tell you it's a Brahma. I
Hey,
have
And
man,
that's
people
and
like
that's
you,
why
that's
I
why
don't
the
breed
game
outside of
fucked
my
up.
yard.
People
Motherfuckers
like
like
you,
that.
that's why the game fucked up, homie. Because you'll slap papers on anything, man. On
No, hey, you
anything,
want to know
man.
what's
Come on,
funny?
bro.
No, see, and hey, hold on, and this is exactly what I'm trying to say. People like you is
They
makes the game
slap.
fucked up because how can you be stupid enough to believe anything I just fucking said?
Listen, cause I don't know you, my nigga, so I got to take what you say as word. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know you. I don't know you.
Well, I don't
Like you don't
incriminate
like
my.
hey,
you
Well,
don't know me.
I don't
real
And I
incriminate
quick,
ain't got
back
no
myself.
back to
fucking
the homie
pocket ass
question.
reindeers,
He
my
said
nigga.
it
I
was
got pockets, bro.
30 years old, but really they didn't start accepting the registration to like the ABKC was like
13,
2004.
No,
Yeah,
13,
2006.
14.
2004.
No,
ABKC was
2008. No,
2004.
No, I said
they
the
didn't start.
ABKC. The
Yeah,
ABKC was like
ABKC did not
2004.
start sending out
Yeah.
papers until 2006, but they were throwing shows in 2003, 4, 5, and the whole
Yeah.
shit all the way
And
up
then
to
the
that.
Those
UKC
weren't
is like
APKC shows though.
2013 or 2012, somewhere around there for the UKC. So it
UKC
ain't
was
Yeah,
30 years old on
2012.
2013.
paper.
You said what? What you say? I forgot your name in the top corner.
Those weren't ABKC shows back in the day though.
I
Yeah,
that,
they
ABKC
did
pills
have a
didn't come on
different
till
name.
later.
that is true. That's correct.
Yeah, they were still
They
they
were
were
like
matter of fact, most of the shows we used to go to back in the day were just fucking
USBR,
dogs.
USSBR, or some
Nah,
shit
it
like
wasn't
that.
nobody. Wasn't
Nah,
nobody.
hey,
It was
no,
fucking
no,
Y'all
no.
just
They
people.
throwing
had
Tell you
throwing
that the
barbecue.
ABKC was founded in 2004, though. Look it up. They was founded
They
in
were
2004.
but they weren't throwing shows like that back
I
then.
didn't say they
Most
were
of the
doing shows.
most
I
of the
just said they
shows
were
that were
founded. I just said
most of the
I'm establishing the date that the
yeah
first
yeah yeah
registry was established for
yeah
bullies,
yeah.
yeah.
and the length of history
Now
they've been
is
on paper.
is ABKC actually the first registry?
Yes. Well, no,
No,
you got
no, no,
It was
no,
IBKC.
one like
no. No, they
BKC.
weren't.
No, they're
No,
not.
they weren't.
They're not.
BKC
Yeah,
BKC
and
founded
then
by
after
Larry Duran.
BKC, and then
Yep.
after BKC, I think was it USBR or not? There was another R
No,
Then they
registry
had
US
that
like the
was
IBKC. Remember them?
no, but then
IBKC came from Memo leaving the ABKC starting his own shit.
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
I
no,
remember
but there
them.
was another registry before ABKC,
It was BKC and then
and there was one
ABKC.
more. There was one more than ABKC. Well, hey, at the end of the day,
Paul
shit, I don't give a
Walker.
hey, I don't give a shit.
Here's a
So
good
next topic.
question, y'all. Here's a good question. Paul Walker said
Paul Walker.
he's on
That nigga
Facebook.
funny, man. He funny.
He said, "How can you tell if your papers are hung?"
If they came from anybody that you don't trust, nah.
Hey,
Hey,
if you buy a dog, your papers are hung.
if you got a bully, you got hung paper somewhere in that bitch. Bottom line.
What
That's a
I
fact.
would say, Paul,
Right.
if you go
Right
back
about that.
and you start seeing traits that don't make sense. So let's say you looking at your second generation, and the dog's in the third generation. There's no possible way they made that dog. That's when you know it's starting to be some
Hey,
paper
dog, I'm gonna keep it all the way
paper
real
hanging
with
going
him.
on.
Like my boy The Rock.
Hung mentality.
There's some massive in that motherfucker somewhere. The way he threw it, and the way he threw and outproduced himself consistently, that was just too much, bro. Like, and I seen the traits come out with the brindles. The larger dogs tended to be more brindle. So you know, good and well, if you follow the traits, you can see which dogs got mastiff, which dogs got bulldog in them. You can see that shit. You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention to the traits that they throwing out in that bloodline, and then you got to breed accordingly because all of us got it somewhere back in the day. We ain't doing it right now, but it's in there somewhere.
I said
Well, I'm gonna say this: if y'all ever see me produce overly looking bulldog puppies, that's from selective breeding. Okay, now, I'm not mixing the breed. That's just selective breeding.
no,
That means he got
that's
a
real
Frenchie
shit
over
though,
there going
because
ham.
considering
He got a
that's real
Frenchie
shit
putting
though,
in
because
work.
considering what you're breeding though, that's what people don't understand. Because I've seen dogs bred together who I might have a better understanding of their pedigree than the next man,
No,
and
no,
then
I
they
was saying that because I've seen a couple American bullies
no.
that producing some loose skin, and people say that's
But
selective
that's
breeding. That's
no. That's exactly what I'm getting at because it all includes the paper hanging shit. If you really know, or you can at least highly educate yourself on getting a better guess at what's really back there. Yeah, you can see these dogs being.
nah, that ain't selective breeding. Them niggas is
You're
selective
not
papers and
listening.
breeding the bulldog.
You're not listening. If you let me finish, you would understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, let him.
It's not if it's not selective breeding, but it's your dogs are only going to produce what's in their blood. They're only going to produce what's in their blood. So if
Okay,
I
but
got some dogs
what I'm
and then
saying
some
is,
bulldogs come out of it, it was definitely
but
telling
what
me
I'm saying
that
is,
some
there is
bulldogs up
no
close to my
way.
shit.
But there's no way
Hey,
you can.
my guy right on what he's saying though. What he said is 100.
No, but what I'm saying is this. Okay, I was talking about a specific dog, so let's be clear about that. I was talking about a specific dog. This dog has done nothing but produce show quality dogs, and then all of a sudden, right before he retires, he produces a loose skin ass dog. You feel me, with hella bone? Come on, bruh. That's selective paperwork
What
choosing
about the bitch?
and breeding to a bulldog.
It could have been, or the bitch could have had something in her head too.
Yeah, a bulldog.
True.
I always knew a Rock, if I bred him to the wrong bitch, it's gonna throw some crazy masterpiece shit. I knew that.
Yeah, but that's different. That shit is up front of y'all dogs, bro. Y'all got Mastiff, Greyhound, all type of shit in y'all shit.
That shit is like the exotics too. Exotics is more newer. The newest of the game. They the most paper hanging ones of all.
See,
they
because
still got
we're
paper
new.
hanging marks all over them dogs.
Yeah,
but we're new though. hey, but hold on, check this out. But the exotic is new though. When the
They
American Bully
shouldn't, but that's the whole point. The exotic shouldn't be new when the dogs in the back of the pedigree are related to mine. How are they new?
then
That just shows that exotic breeders were the main ones. I ain't gonna say the main ones, but the obvious ones that were hanging papers. The fucking you don't get fucking Miyagi
bro,
looking
when they
dogs from
so when they
Goliath.
said bro, when they said they first created the
Right.
American Bully, you don't get that shit from no Staffordshire Terrier. Come on, bro. What the hell?
The whole question is, if
Go
all these
post.
breeds are part of the bull breed, why lie? If all these breeds are part of the bull breed, why
Because
lie?
Well, you
because
know
they
what?
still
Hold on.
because they still
Let me say
lying.
this. In the
They don't know how to
beginning
breed.
with the ABKC, I get not the ABKC with the bully. They lied and claimed the dogs was pit bulls so that they could get paperwork. That was the main purpose in it. You know what I'm saying? So they
that's
could
why
keep
Dave
track of
Wilson got sued, and that's why Dave Wilson got sued and lost in 2009, I think it was.
And that's
I
why
didn't know nothing
y'all
about that.
homie Ed got banned from the UKC too. He got banned too. Ed Shipper
Bro,
got banned.
UKC
bully
get, I
breeders
bet
have been
everybody
banned from
gets
UK.
banned.
Ban his ass.
A lot of dogs have been banned
Not
also.
everybody.
Here's the thing. How can and I ain't talking about y'all. How can people respect people that's robbing people? You
How they
basically
robbing?
robbing people.
They trying to rob somebody else, bruh.
Because the
You know what
dogs
I'm saying?
ain't
Like
bullies.
These people don't care
robbing
about
people.
information.
You robbing people.
They
So
trying to all
listen. So if
most
I'm trying
people
to
today.
rob people, why sell dogs? I'm gonna go back and sell dope then. If I'm gonna go and rob
See,
people, you know what I'm saying?
listen. I'm
Well,
glad
see,
you say that
see, that's
because
fucked up.
somebody
Why would you
actually
rob
said that.
people in a dope game?
Rob,
This
hold
nigga out
on,
there
let me
with that
finish.
baking soda and shit, that ain't cool.
Hey,
No,
Grommy
so
style.
somebody
Grommy
actually
style
said
killer.
that exact same thing a few years ago, that the reason they flipping dogs right now is because they rather do this than selling dope. A lot of people
the new
not
dope
in this
game.
to actually better the breed or to know how to breed, and that's why the breed is so
Man,
fucked up, because
they
of this shit
stopped
is
selling.
another hustle
Let
for
me
people.
ask you this though, big
See,
homie.
no, what
Let's
it
say
is,
What I
what
somebody
it
said
is.
exists to
earlier,
do
ain't no
both.
purpose. What you breeding
No,
for?
see, what it
How
is
come you can't do both?
no,
You
most of these,
can, but for the most part, if just by you can, that's the thing that I stress the most. You can do this shit the right way. You can get educated, know how to fucking breed, promote your shit, do all your shit, and do that shit the right way. But how many people are doing it? How many people do you see out there just buying dogs and breeding dogs and don't ask questions until they 3-4 litters
Before you
later?
buy a dog, ask the
I can't
breeder his
speak for
goals.
everybody, but I can tell you, I put out a book, I put out a series of YouTube
I'm
videos.
not talking about you, Dre.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all the motherfuckers that came behind us. We already know what you do. You gotta establish line, bro. I'm talking about all these new motherfuckers.
I follow
These
you. I follow
new
you.
the people that we sell to, the people that we sell to aren't really interested in bettering the breed. They're
I
They just
agree with
interested
trying to
that
in
get
those
paid.
100%.
price
Right.
tags.
Yep.
They're interested in the price tag that this breed brings. Just imagine if these dogs were $1,500 dogs. How many people do you think would be rushing to be breeding these dogs?
Not
The
many.
price tag is what bring people over here.
No,
It's
you're
not,
right.
and it's
You're right.
that's it. It's the
Man,
Matter
price
of fact, I
tag.
get a lot of
I
people that ask
remember.
you how much
Hey,
you think
check
I can
this
sell
out.
the puppies for when he old. So I know what you're talking about.
Bro,
That be the
I
Right.
main
remember,
question. How much you selling puppies for? How much you? Bro, don't worry about how much
bro. I was in the
I
game
You
when
got a point.
$1,500
You got a point.
was a little above average for these dogs. I've been in the game that long, bro. When $1,500 was
yeah,
that.
$1,500. I laughed at a nigga when he asked me to spend $1,500 on the first. I like $1,500.
Yeah, but hey,
What?
I'm telling you, hey,
That's
yeah,
my fuck.
I've been here. Now, if you tell me you got a dog for 1,500, bro, I don't even want it. I don't even want to see it. If it's 1,500,
Hey, listen. I tell you what, I done sold some dogs to some folks who done spent 20K on some other dogs. And
okay,
people done told me, and the people that bought the dogs told me
you can drop it
that
down.
everybody told them that the best dog they had in their yard was from me, and that was the cheapest dog that they bought.
And how much did you sell it to them for?
Man, listen, I tell you, bro, I'm not in it for the money. I only charge
Oh
them
shit, that means like $500.
$25.
Bro, as long as your dog is healthy and they got
25.
paperwork, they got a place. You know what I'm saying? They healthy.
And I
A
charge them
lot of motherfuckers selling unhealthy
2,500.
dogs.
Hey, let
And
me
that's
ask
the
you this
best
though.
dog
Why
he
would you
got.
want to do all that work?
Whatever.
Why would you do so much work? You know how much work it goes into whelping a litter, picking up shit, making sure they got certificates, making sure you get everything they need health-wise. You know, that's time and energy that can't be measured in money. So why wouldn't you want to maximize your benefit if you're doing that much work?
My thing is this: if you're not in it for the money, why'd you even charge $2,500? Let me buy a dog for $500 then, since you got such great dogs and you ain't in it for the money. Let me give one for $500.
Okay, I'm glad you asked that question. Thank you for the promotion. The first 4 or 5 years.
Oh my goodness! Bro, why you keep...
The first 4 or 5 years, I've been charging people $400 or $500, and they was telling me, man, I only got $300, only got $200. So,
yo, what are we doing, bro?
Listen, bro. You asked the question, right?
I get but let him finish. Let him finish.
Right? Okay, so the whole point, before I got dogs, I said, I'm not trying to get paid. I'm trying to see if I can create something that I like. So I took 2 dogs that I paid $300 for and $350 for. And I'm telling you, I done had people spend $20K on dogs and telling me the best dog they got was from me, and I only probably charged them $15 or $3K.
Nice. So what happened to the $300 dogs?
I got to the point, it's like, you know what? If people can't pay me $400 or $500 and that's cheap, that's too goddamn cheap. And you telling me 200? Never mind. If anything,
check this out, bro. Look, I'm gonna say this.
So, but listen, the whole point is, to me, it's not about the money, because it don't cost me nothing to breed my dogs, because I breed in my yard. It don't cost me nothing.
I mean, but shit, food, dog. Dog food. My dog food is like $60.
Listen, bro. I don't have no problem feeding my dogs, bro. So I ain't got no question of, the cash on the dog, because the cash on time and food is one thing that you ain't ever get back, because regardless, you got to feed your dogs, right? So yeah, it's cool to capitalize, but sometimes there's things that you just won't get all your cash back on.
Yeah, but you want to know something? Now, I get the fact. I understand what you say, that you're not in it for the money, but I'm also not in this shit to go broke either.
Bro,
and I'm not going broke.
That's the least.
But that's what I'm telling you. It's going good for me. I can't say, hey, try this. It's gonna go right for you. Different stroke for different folks.
Right.
Is that my $100?
Right.
You know
can I be real with you, my dude? If you was, let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
this, because I'm in the cultivating and selling marijuana. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you was doing that, would you do that for the love, or would you do that because you want to make a bag? Which one?
That's different. With
I know it's different.
I'm trying to get paid.
It's business.
You feel me? That's different.
Business is business.
It is a breeding business, right? It is a business, my dude. Believe it or not, it's a breeding business. And the key
and the passion
business.
first,
So
though.
at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with turning a profit if you do it ethically. If you do it right, you do right by the animals. You make sure that they don't want for anything. You make sure you provide for their every need. And if you happen to make money while you're doing it, I don't see what the problem is now. A lot of people try to talk down on that. I'm regulated by the state. I'm regulated by animal control. I never had less than an A rating on my property. I spent a shit ton of money on purchasing a whole ranch for my dogs. So why wouldn't I make money off of it?
I'm regulated by the ABR.
See, to your question, because I don't have dogs to pay for my house, my car, my bills.
I make way more money doing other things. This is a supersized hobby for me. This is a supersized hobby for me. Like, you gotta hold up for 1 second, my G. I came in the game up. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm up now. Up. So I cannot sell a dog for the next 5 years. I'm still gonna buy another property in the next 2 months. It won't make a difference to me. I'm in a different space. But why would I do this for free? Why would I put 10 years of my life into something, 15 years of my life into something, and do it for free? My time is valuable, my dude. Like, I don't get it.
Like you said,
and that's why I don't have it.
Right. So, like I tell people always ask me how you created your own bloodline, and I tell them technically I'm still tweaking it because I had more time than money. Like right now, I still got more time than money, bro. So I don't have no problem getting it out the mud. That's why people do not like me, because I got it out the mud and I'm able to prove how my dog look to now.
Now, I don't dislike you, but you just answer my question because I'm in a completely different space. I have more money than time. So I want to make sure my time turns into money.
Why are people
but
so
that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, hey, check this out. Why are people so proud to get it out the mud? What the hell is wrong with taking that advice or taking that dog or paying for that dog that's from somebody else? Why do you want to come out the mud with everything?
Okay.
Why do we always have this?
Because I didn't have the money to spend $2,500 on a mud that I didn't fully understand what this dog was at that time.
Thing
Okay,
about
So
this,
I
I didn't
took what
understand what my first dog. My first
listen.
stud
So
I
I
bought,
took
I didn't know what he was. I didn't know what he was gonna be or what he's gonna be worth. You said 2,500. Everybody that know me know I spent 25 bands on my first stud.
I
Period.
know you, bro. I didn't trust me.
Off gate.
If
So
you
I mean, you
go
can't be
on your
scared.
channel, I
But
pay
that was
attention
an
to everything
investment,
that you
though.
post up, bro.
I appreciate you, bro. But
Yeah,
imagine that was an investment for me. You see what I'm saying,
yeah,
my G?
yeah,
Like I ain't gonna just drop 25 bands and say I'm doing it for the love of dogs. I did not do that just for the love of dogs. To be 100 with you,
yeah.
I love the shit out of dogs, but that ain't the reason I'm gonna drop 25 bands.
The passion behind these dogs is what makes you take care of your dogs really good. The passion behind these dogs is what makes you try to create a better, healthier dog. That's what the passion does. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to get my bag.
Listen, some people
Yeah,
just breed
bro.
for themselves,
Bro,
man.
see, listen. Here's the point. The cash I probably get is probably good for me. The cash I get is probably not good for you, though. We in two different time zones. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not going to
about
fully.
what's good for you. It's about what. Hey, I don't know how long you've been breeding, bro, but you seem fairly new to this breed of dog.
Nah, bro, I'm not new, bro. I'm not new, bro.
Nah, he said he
I'm
been
not
doing
new.
it nine. He been in it nine.
Bro,
What'd
I'm
you say?
not
9
new,
years?
bro.
6 generations would be
6
new.
generations.
I'm not new,
Well,
bro.
okay, well, I'll say, well, if you are 6 generations in, the reason you are still where you are is because of your mentality, bro. It has nothing to do with the dog. It's your mentality of achievement. It's you. It's you. I
Yeah.
see it. I hear it. I hear
Yes,
it.
sir.
So if you keep putting yourself in a position to say, I don't know what this is, or I'm not ready, or I'm not able, or this is all I have, that's the only place you're gonna be, bro. You gotta want
No,
better. You gotta
listen.
do better.
I'm talking about before I got these dogs. I said I really didn't know about these dogs. 'Cause every person I tried to buy a dog from wouldn't tell me how to do it. They would tell me first I gotta put cash in their pocket. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel comfortable paying you if you can't even tell me what makes your dog, and all of this in the blood and stuff. So I had to start from the bottom, bro. So I was comfortable in knowing what I was doing because I can't have no purpose and tell a person, oh, I don't know how
I get what he's saying.
he have a kink tail and all of this, bro. So I had to start at the mud and at the bottom. That's why I'm able to tell everybody everything about my dogs. Because I know about it because I created it.
Mentality, though. That's still a crippling mentality. That's just like saying, okay,
Bro, it's
I don't know
not, bro.
anything
It's
about
not,
business.
bro. It's not,
Okay,
bro.
never mind. Okay, I'm
Listen,
gonna stick to
okay.
Never mind.
Why would you? Well, I don't know. You might, but why would anybody just buy something or just put their time with cash or something if they don't know anything about it or not fully understand it?
What it sounds
A
like
lot
you're
of
telling
people
me.
do
So
it.
what you're saying is you
telling
went
me
with
is-
dogs you was familiar with?
No, okay. I always had dogs and pits. What I'm talking about with this breed, I really didn't know what made this breed the breed itself.
And
So
you
did you
didn't have
start with bullies
nobody
you was
that could
familiar with?
explain it to you.
No, because every person telling me 3K, 2,500, but I'm like, okay, but can you tell me more about the dog and your dog per se? They can't tell me, so why am I going to put some cash on something that's hard back then to spend 25 back then? And I don't know nothing because don't nobody want to tell me if I ain't trying to spend no money with them. So I did what I felt was best for me at that time, and it's doing right so far.
Yeah, but if you start
Right.
off with cheap dogs, I mean, I get it. That's all you could afford. But sometimes you got to just sit back.
Listen, bro. Just because you spend 5K on a dog, don't mean that dog is going to produce 2K dogs, bro. So the price tag don't mean nothing, bro. The price tag don't mean nothing, bro.
If you put the right education behind this dog, if you put the right amount of time behind this dog, then yes, that price and that education that you made yourself self-aware of does matter. It does matter. If I've done 4 years of research on this blood, and then I turn around and say, let me find the best dogs in this blood and go spend 20K for the dog, then yes, I'm gonna get what I'm looking for.
How you know that though?
Okay, hold on. Let me say this because I do get where Kenny is coming from because even like with us.
Of course you do. You've been breeding for 6 months.
I've been breeding for forever. But when we got King, we did things with our dogs to push them to a certain level to make sure we knew what we was getting into. So like for instance, with me and my cousin, I can't sell no lazy dog to my clientele. They're not going for that. You know, the average bully that my clientele sees, they're not gonna go for that. So before we did any breeding, we didn't breed on like a second heat. I think Sadie was about three was on her third heat before she was bred. Justice went bear hunting, did protection work. It was like we did a lot with these dogs just to see where their heads was at before we did any breedings, so that we could explain to our old clientele of the breeds that we had previously been breeding. Look, we can provide you the same thing.
So you was
So
getting
I kind of
familiar
get
with your dogs.
where Kenny's coming from. Yeah, I needed to get familiar with them. But hey, here's a question. Bank Statement Kennel said the bully to me is based off a look. It's not really a breed. Do y'all think the bully is a breed? We in 2022. Do y'all think the bully is a breed?
It's a breed. It's an emerging breed. It's a new breed, but it's a breed.
It's a
It's got
breed.
breed standards.
I agree with that.
At this point, it's a breed. It ain't a pit bull and it ain't a bulldog. What is it?
The exotic.
And every dog has about looks. Like when you look at a German Shepherd, you know it's a German Shepherd because there's certain character traits that you visually see. When you look at a Doberman Pinscher, you know it's a Doberman Pinscher because it has certain breed types and breed traits that you visually see. So that's not unique to the bully. That's every breed. That's how every breed works.
Yeah.
All right, so
Right
The
about
breed
that.
is established, and now we're
all right,
establishing the bloodlines within the breed. That's how I feel. Or that's what should be going on.
They
You
say,
say, I don't
okay,
believe, dude. I missed that. What
how
do
do
you
you
say?
how do you feel when people's prices are based on color of the dog?
I like it. I mean, people. Hey, listen. Whatever people want to base their prices on is their that's their thing. That's their dog.
But,
Man's
That's their
price is a
program.
but
man's
color don't
price.
mean quality though. But color
Color
don't mean
don't mean
quality.
quality. He right.
Don't.
He right.
That's
I
why
think it's a
I don't
double-edged
care about
sword.
color.
I think
I
it's
don't care
fucking up
about
the
color.
breed because a lot of people gonna get a bag off of just a color, and they don't look at the
Yeah, you're right.
substance of the dog. It might not have the breed type, but it got the color. It might
To
be
that
skinny, no
regular
bone,
eye,
no
to that
dome,
regular customer
but they still
too.
get bred off of it because of color. I think it got to be a combination of color and substance. It still got to
Yeah.
have the breed type there for it to be
Well,
truly
hey,
valuable to me.
and this is a thing too, Dre. We all have different goals that we're trying to achieve in this community. Some people are comfortable where they are at. Some people want to do better. Some people want better. So it's kind of hard to explain. Why the hell does he have my car in the front? It's kind of hard to explain to people that are comfortable where they are about how to do better. Yeah, you can pull in the back. You know, and
You
it seems
can't
like
tell anyone. You can't tell anyone that they not doing better if you don't know their program, bro.
okay. See, like
So
once
I
again,
feel
this is
like you
exactly
was
what I
talking
was
to me,
saying.
bro.
Okay,
You feel
no,
me?
I'm talking to
Yo,
people. When I
here
do
y'all go
lives, I
again.
So I'm
don't
gonna call
speak
you
to
out on
people.
that, homie.
Okay, you can call. Hey, listen, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a direct person. I was talking about people in
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
I've been doing lives.
But
I've been
I'm
doing
the
lives for
person that
years.
said that I'm not at a
No,
point where I
but
can't
see,
get out. You said
Honestly,
that.
okay, but
everybody got
listen,
a
bro.
purpose in the bully
But what I'm
game.
saying is, I've been doing
Because we
lives for
gonna all need
years.
each other eventually.
So I'm speaking to people who are watching, who are listening, not just
Yeah.
you directly, not just you directly. I mean, if the shoe fits, though, brother, wear it. I mean, but
Nah, I just had to put it out there, bro, because I'm blunt
I
too,
can't,
bro. So I'm a blunt individual.
I can't include you in that statement, you know. But like I said, that's your choice. It is what it
You
is.
can, but it's not valid because you don't know my program. Like I don't know your program. I ain't seen one dog you had.
Okay. You said what happened now?
Nothing, bro.
So I
But
personally, back
I was
to the
looking for the key.
topic.
I was about to say we
that
got any
nigga
more
hurt
I'm
his
questions.
gonna get the spray
Personally
bottle out the
feel
trunk and fill it up with a little bit of vinegar.
when it comes to the price of I just have a hard time looking at other people's pockets. That's kind of my thing. I'm not sure who this is. Who is
I pocket watch. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
in the
I pocket
house?
watch. Like when I hear stories like from Andre when he's talking about he's gonna buy properties and do this, bro. I like it. I like hearing those type of stories. You feel me? Because those type of stories is what
I mean is watching somebody's pockets as far as no. That's not what that means. What I mean by watching somebody's pockets is paying attention and being upset by you shouldn't charge for this or you shouldn't charge this much for that. To me, if somebody's willing to buy what some other man gets and he gets that money, I salute him. You know, regardless of what the reason. As long as the dog ain't
We'll be right
crippled,
back.
you know what I'm saying? Then and they're not swindling the person, then I salute them. I don't have no problem with that. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Daryl, my whole my motto with that is if you like it, I love it. Simple.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you say you paid $25,000 for rock. automatically, I'm glad for you to be able to pay that much for a dog,
Hell
and I'm
yeah.
glad for the person you bought it from to get that
Bad.
money. You know what I'm saying? To me, I can't sit back and be like, damn, I only sold my dog for $250. Now I'm mad at you know what I'm saying? That's where so I don't have a problem with what somebody charges. The other thing that people got to understand is a lot of people's prices is based off of the people that they're around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And who you have access to. Because the biggest mistake you can make as a breeder is seeing somebody sell their dog for $5,000, but all your clientele is $500 people.
Yeah, you're right about
That's
that.
a mistake. Next thing you know, you stuck. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have a problem with what somebody sells a dog for, how much money they make off of it. I salute everybody for anything that that they accomplish
I'll
and
give you a
takes
good
them to that
example.
next
A lot
level.
of people got mad at Monster Bully Kennels because they got first picks going for 50 racks. You know what I mean? I'm like, bruh, if he got
Yeah.
people that's willing to spend 50 racks and they happy, I salute that because he's elevating the
Yeah.
game, and it's gonna make it easier for the next person that got similar quality to say, look, if you wanted something of this blood, look, that's what it's going for over there. Look over here. I don't think it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people started coming with that. Oh, we got to do working man prices. Hey, bro, like there's nothing wrong with elevating. If somebody able to elevate, I'm not gonna pocket watch and hate on them. Like, man, every litter he guaranteed 100 racks off his first 2 picks. Man, that's
Better
great.
buy a different dog.
That's great. That let me know it can be done.
Look, if you don't like the prices, go
Yeah,
to a different
I
kennel.
agree.
It's 100 of them, thousands.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't got a gun to nobody's head. They willingly looked at the puppy and reached into their bank account and said, here's 50 racks.
That puppy ain't in your price range. Just go find another puppy in your price range. If you can't get the Ferrari, go get the Honda, man. It's all right.
Yeah, big facts.
That's why I told homeboy I had $2 for 300 and 375. I took what I could get and built off that. You feel me?
Hey,
I
I
just
ain't
built
knocking
off
you up,
that.
my guy.
And
That's
then I
where you
took,
started at.
but
And
listen,
look at what you did, though. You
hell, I
said
had
you had
took,
25 to 335 right now, so that's way more than 300.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I tell people, I know every person can't, pay 3K, 4K, 5K, So I tell folks like, so I'm not even gonna tax you, but you're gonna have to pay though.
But you want to know something? This is also
Right.
something you could do too. If you feel your dogs are worth that, bro. If you go ahead and just go ahead and spend $100, go ahead and get your business license, then you could turn around and there's services that you can actually qualify for that can help your customers finance dogs from you.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to ask you, where was that site? You had showed me something on the site, Robert. Where was that site where they was helping them finance the dogs? What site was that?
That ain't no public talk, bro. I call you.
Yeah, let's chop it up offline.
Hey, man, call me too, man. Call me too, man. Yeah.
See, like I said, see,
but
people
I've been seeing more and more breeders doing that.
No, but see, people like me, Daryl tell you guys, bro, like I'm not the most loving, likable person. And I don't care how you receive the information. I'm going to be me. If you don't like it, jump off and you just don't get to hear the shit I know or the shit that you can learn from me. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do, bro. There's a lot of stuff you could do, but there's no reason you should feel like you have to do something. You feel me? There's no reason. Like people got money, bro. You just have to find that group of people that have the type of money you feel your dogs are worth. And don't and I'm not just talking to you when I say, bro, I'm talking to everybody. Give me the whole bag.
Right.
I'm talking to everybody that feel like they put themselves in positions that this person don't got money or that person don't have money. That don't mean undersell yourself, bro. Because when you shortcut yourself, you are shortcutting your value. You feel me? In this dog business, dog game, whatever you want to call it. I'm finna mute myself.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I got to a point where there's certain times where once I got my price set, let's say the dog didn't sell, and that's happened to me before. Does it usually happen to me? No. But let's say it does happen. I will take that dog and give it to a friend before I sell it for the low. I will straight up give it to one of my partners.
All right, I was about to say that. Because, all right, so Maurice Humboldt said it wouldn't make sense to sell a dog under the market's value. What do y'all think is about the average price of bullies? And then how do you feel about people that get rid of
the average price
that
is
negatively affects the breed?
Somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500.
I was gonna say 5 and 6.
Yeah, that's what it's going. Man.
Shit, everybody can't spend 5 and 6, man. It's different stroke for different folks.
I spend about, you know what I'm saying?
I say about 25 to 3K.
You know what I'm saying? I bought my dog 3,500. Five. That's the XL though. I ain't gonna hold them.
Right
XLs
around
be good
I
starting
say
out
4,000.
there.
25 to 3K.
XLs be starting at like 5, 6K for real. But
What
them
do you think
pockets
when
and
somebody
standards.
comes in? Does it devalue the breed when somebody comes in and they're slinging dogs?
Let me
1,000,
tell you how I
1,500.
Yeah.
play. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I got my boy I'm promoting right now that I think is dope as hell. His name is BGK Gambino, right? This guy hit me up.
You know it's dope.
Appreciate you. I got this guy that hit me up from Active Energy Kennels. He want to breed his bitch to Bino. We was talking about it. He showed me his bitch. I looked at his bitch. You know what, bro? I just buy the whole bitch then. I don't even want to. I don't want to breed them to somebody out. I just buy the bitch. You feel me? I dropped 10 bands on him. Now that might sound crazy. I just dropped 10 bands
So
on the
hey,
bitch.
hold on, Dre. So he wanted you to breed to his female,
Mm-hmm.
but you turn around and said instead, let me buy your female.
For 10 bands. Yeah. And that's the
Damn.
litter I got right now.
Yo.
That's the litter I got right now.
There you go.
So at the end of the day, to him, that 10 bands was a good value.
Yeah.
To me, that 10 bands was light because I knew what I'm gonna do with it. You see what I'm saying? So Robert right when he say that's the mentality. You know what I mean? Because I'm not saying he sold himself cheap, but to me, she is worth 20. She dropped 9. I know her previous litter, she dropped 11 healthy puppies. For me, she dropped 10. One of them didn't make it. I got 4 females, 5 males. That's easy money. And on top of that, she got the quality I'm looking for, the caliber dog I'm looking for, and the color.
She must
Like
have been a nice
everything in
bitch
one.
for you to want her.
There you go.
Yeah, no, she raw. I ain't gonna lie. I wanna just drop it. I don't just do that randomly because I think I can make money. It's got to be a dope dog that contributes to my program
Yeah, it's
and
probably
it
gotta be
falls in
something.
line with my vision.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, damn, they hit you up and you took his bitch. Like,
I ain't take her. He brought her to me.
Yeah, see, I ain't
10K.
calling Andre.
yeah.
Andre gonna have you stumped. You hit up
Oh,
Andre and be like, let me breed to one of your dogs. And next thing you know, he done gave you a proposition that you gotta spend 3 weeks thinking about.
Hey man, the man had the right to say yes
Big
or no.
pimpin'. I stole all
He
your
chose what
bitches.
he chose, and he a good dude. He done what said he was gonna do. He got her checked up. He brought her to me right. Like literally, she was in heat the day I got her. So I mean, everything lined up. He did everything right. So I don't think he felt any type of way. He commenting on my post. We got good energy. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
a win-win. He got his bag, and I got the dog.
There you go.
Well,
He
one
said
Nice
thing I
quality
know,
10K gonna
dog for
change
like
my
3
life right
bands.
now.
25,
Yeah, I
you gonna
can't
find
blame
a
him.
decent quality dog.
I didn't offer him like 5 or 6. I gave him. I think it was a decent offer.
No, tell him shit.
What I
You
miss?
had my bitch.
I don't know, 10K, bro. It depends on the dog, bro. It depends on what dog.
I asked a few of my partners before I dropped the bag on them, but you know, everybody was said the same thing. They seen how she looked. They seen what she had produced previously. They looked at the pedigree. It wasn't just, oh, this bitch is in heat, let me buy her. I weighed everything out, and then 10 bands sounded right to me, so I offered it.
Cause I know when a
All right, so
motherfucker offered me 10 bands for Tiny, bro, I damn near felt offended.
Hey, and he could have said that. You know what I mean?
all right,
He could have said
so
that.
here's another one. Townsend Bully Kennel said, what's the difference between line breeding and inbreeding? Now, I've always looked at an inbreeding as son, mother, daughter, father, brother, sister.
That ain't looked at. That's
Now,
what it is.
Yeah.
okay, now I'm
That's
starting to
inbreeding.
hear these new things. You know what I'm saying? So I still stick with it. That's what an inbreeding is.
What's the
I would look at it.
new shit?
Hey, ever since
I'm
Daryl
starting to
Show
hear.
King, bro, he's turning into one of these show breeders, bro. Listening to this
You
bully
tripping?
shit.
That was a fun show. You tripping? But now I'm hearing of these different phrases, and I forget one I heard the other day. But I've always looked at a close, like I've heard somebody say that a grandfather granddaughter breeding is an inbreeding.
No,
I've
that's
always
a
looked at
real,
that.
That's
real,
a
That's a
real,
line
close
real,
breeding.
real,
line breeding.
real
That's a
tight
line
line
breeding.
breeding. That's not an inbreeding.
Exactly.
Even
The
half
inbreeding
brother,
got to
half
be
sister line
father,
breeding.
daughter,
To me.
daughter, son, brother, sister. That's it. That's where it
I
stops.
wouldn't even
Now,
I wouldn't
half brother, half sister.
even say that's a tight line breed,
Half
but I
brother, half
mean,
sister is still
Line
a
breed
tight
right
line
there,
breeding to
man.
me.
Yeah, because that's line
That's
breeding.
how I look at it.
Yeah.
That's
Yup.
how I look at it. That's how I look at it. All right, so Townsend, hopefully we answered that one. Somebody else said, Smooth said, let's not forget Remy was bought for $500 and a treadmill. That's true. The price tag doesn't matter.
It don't.
I mean,
Talking about for Remy.
it's not that I think it matters, but at the same time, when
Ask,
you're talking about
hey,
Remy, that's
ask Jose how much it cost him to produce Grand Champion Caribou.
Hey, she got Caribou in her
what?
pedigree too. That's funny that you said that.
yeah, but
Huh?
see,
She got
okay,
I like
Caribou in her
listen,
Caribou.
pedigree. She
Caribou
about to
hold
is
on,
a
set you
y'all,
good
off.
looking dog.
Hey,
y'all gotta stop this. No, hold on,
Caribou
wait,
is
wait a
hard
minute.
to fuck, but
Hey,
it
listen, y'all
didn't
gotta
cost
stop
an
what
arm
y'all
and a
doing
thing to
right now, bro.
produce him.
Listen, I need y'all to explain what you guys are talking about because yes, I understand Remy was bought for $500 in a treadmill. It probably cost dude $100. I know, like FA, he bought what's the name for $1,500. So people are buying dogs for really cheap, but people are doing the research before they're just buying these dogs. Don't just go out and buy a $500 dog because it's $500.
Yeah, good dogs is where you find them.
If I told y'all I had a
Yeah.
Mercedes for sale and I only want $500 for you, for it, what you gonna think?
I would buy it.
Surgery, it needs surgery.
Right,
But it's
right.
not,
I ain't gonna think,
but
y'all
that's
ain't gonna think
different
that's
than
a
$500.
2022. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna think it's the 2022 top of the line. It don't add up. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
And if
why
I
I'm gonna
did
buy
say
it.
I had a 2022 Mercedes for
Bro,
$500,
if
y'all
it's a
gonna be like, what's wrong with it?
2022, if it's a 2022 and you only want 500, I'm buying it.
Right. I mean, you can find that maybe, but nigga, it's
And
not
the
likely.
police coming to find you.
Right. I'm just saying that because the price adds up. You know, it makes sense sometimes when you see how it line up.
I'm trying to see what we got.
Police ain't finna find nobody. That car going straight to
Let
the
me
block.
ask y'all this.
Them
Let me
young
ask y'all
niggas will
this. Let
buy
me
it.
see what y'all gonna do. Let me ask y'all this real quick. Okay, I sold $2 a Young Jock, and when I sold them those two, I sold them
Nah,
for
hey,
around.
wait. No. We're not talking about that right now.
No,
Because
hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. We
we
ain't
supposed
gonna
to be
go
doing
into
an
the
interview
situation with
about
Young
this,
Jock.
bro. Come on, Dre.
We're not gonna have it. We ain't gonna have the conversation about him. We gonna just keep moving. Look, so I sold $2 a Young Jock. I sold them for around 30 bands, about 15 a pop. Right now, I got another celebrity who I ain't gonna say his name right here that hit me up. And at first he said he wanted the dog to breed with his dog that he already got that was popular on the gram or whatever. I'm like, okay, this is my price. Bam. I told him my price. He hit me back with, I'm a celebrity, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'll post your dog all over my shit, and I got 8.6 million followers. So you're gonna come up off that. Y'all running that play or y'all sidestepping it?
Dre, if I'm you, no, because you already got your shit established. You don't need
you
the help.
already there.
Nope.
Yeah, I
Fuck
agree
him.
100%.
Fuck that.
That's what I told him too. I ain't say
Wasting my
fuck you.
money.
I just said that's what I said. I don't need no promo, bro. Just go ahead and run that bag, and we can figure it
Run
out
it.
from there.
I'll tell you exactly. Fuck it. Hell no.
But if somebody want to give a dog to a celebrity, I'll plug you in. Y'all can deal with him. I ain't doing it.
Here go one question though. Y'all opinion on these champions and grand champions with, you know, sway backs, high rears, probably a small kink, or one that you might have to push in a cart. Tell me y'all opinion on that. Yeah,
my opinion is that's the judge's problem. That's
so
you know what? I
if it's
agree with
politics
Rob.
in it, then how can you truly change it then?
You can't. Everything is politics.
Luckily for me,
everything
I'm not really concerned with the show ring, but it doesn't have to be so much politics. The other thing is
you can't change it. Tell me one person in an ABKC that's gonna listen to y'all black asses.
Because we black anyway. They ain't
there are wins.
Bro, name me one black person that was able to afflict change in this world. See, people are trying to change this dog community, and at the end of the day, you got to change people.
What?
And we can't do that.
Well, for one, as black people, when we breathers, we should all work together and not fuck each other over like we always do anyway. Because I know a lot of black people that breed who will do these. How can I put it? These white people that breed like they God and golden, but they'll treat their own, you know, like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just.
It's just the mentality of people, bro. Like I said, you got to change people. You can't change a certain thing that people are involved in. You have to change.
That's
people
a lot of black people, bro.
Because that's what
as
make it up.
one. That's us as one, though.
Listen, I treat everybody the same, bro. I buy dogs from everybody.
Listen, bro, I ain't talking about that. We trying to be all the same and equal. What I'm talking about, us as a people, especially with just anything with cash, we do not help each other out. We do not spend cash with our own communities. We do not.
I do.
Okay, listen, bro. On the whole scale, we do not.
Though.
Everybody,
On the whole
everybody I
scale,
know,
we do not,
everybody
bro.
I know does. See, you have to listen. This is the thing. We have to learn to associate ourselves with people who are
Birds of a
like-minded,
feather.
Bro, I'm not talking
yeah,
about
and
people
then
like
try to
that.
teach, and then try to teach. But the people like that don't want to listen, and guess what? I'm not gonna kill myself trying to teach them. I'm gonna move on and keep dealing with the people that I deal with, so we can build. I can't drag you into believing something that you don't want to hear. Like, that's why, like, even me trying to talk to you don't want to hear it. Fuck it, leave it alone. Let's move on. You feel me? There's only so much that people can do, and people don't
Bro,
realize
I'm not
what they
talking
do.
about the people you know. You taking my words and twisting. I'm saying
Yeah,
as a
you
whole. We
narrowing
talking
it
about what
down.
you know, bro.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is I didn't narrow it down because I just, like I said, when I was trying to talk to him about certain things and advancing and moving up, he doesn't want to hear it because he's fine where he's at. So guess what I'm gonna
Bro,
do? I'm
I
gonna step
heard you.
back
No,
and keep.
I heard you, but you can't tell me if I'm not advanced. And I just told you I can show you my dogs, and my dogs done had a complete upgrade. But to
Okay.
you, they might not look like it because you don't know my program. So
No,
you
no, no.
can't
It's
tell me
no, no.
that
See,
I'm
and
not
that's
trying
what
to take your advice because I'm taking your
no,
advice. If I was trying to
no.
take your
What I'm
advice,
saying is
I'll
what I
tell you,
was
bro, I ain't
telling
trying to hear
you.
anything you got to say.
What
I'm
I was
taking
trying to
your
tell you
advice.
was what I was trying to tell you had nothing to do with the dog. So you missed the whole point. Is why
No,
I
I'm
said,
talking
okay,
about,
fuck it. Never
no,
mind.
I'm
See,
talking
this
about
is
what you just said, bro. I'm talking about what you just said, bro.
but
You
this is
just
exactly.
said I cannot elevate or however you put it, and I said, how do you know if you don't know my program? Before
Okay,
that, you was talking
because it's not a.
about the black people
Okay.
that you know, but I was talking about on a whole scale. So you not listening, bro.
Okay, I could tell. Okay, I could tell you how I know the type of money you spend on dogs. Okay, I could tell you also how I know how much money do you put into your marketing every month? Do you own a camera? How many photographers do you pay to do pictures? How many times do you go live? Do
Okay,
you own
I
any
tell you
streaming
what.
equipment?
Go on my Kindle page and you'll see I spend money on my dogs, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
No,
I don't
I'm
have to
not
tell
talking
you.
about the
I
dog.
can show
I'm
you,
not talking about the dogs. I'm talking about the business aspect of the
bro.
dogs.
I showcase all my dogs. I promote. I pay people who's a professional photographer to take my pictures, bro. So I do
Okay.
everything the right way. I'm just not. Listen, I do everything the right way. I'm just not up here on the higher scale like you might be.
Then you're
And
not
I'm
doing
not.
everything the right way, and I'm not doing
No,
everything the
listen,
right way.
listen,
No,
bro,
no,
listen.
you guys.
You see, you can't. How you gonna say I'm not doing the right way, bro? You don't even know my pro. What are
Yeah,
you
he
talking
said
about,
he's
bro?
But
saying
I also,
he's just
but
not
did you
there
hear?
yet.
But
Bro,
did you
you
hear what
not
I said? I
listening.
also
You
said that I'm
know,
not doing everything the right way. I'm not just pointing the finger at you. See,
nigga, you
this is what
just
I'm
said
saying.
me.
No, I
All
said
right,
you are
cool.
not doing everything the right way, but I'm
Bro, you
also not
talk too
doing everything.
much. You talk too much. You don't listen. Cause I talk a lot, but I listen. You don't listen, bro. You don't understand. You understand, but you don't understand nothing. What I'm telling you, like you telling me, oh, he's trying to, bro. How you gonna say I'm not elevating or I'm not listening to you when I'm listening to you, and you don't know my program? So how you gonna say, oh, I'm not trying to elevate? You don't know if I did elevate it, bro.
Okay, are you
You
where you
don't
want to
know that.
be?
You don't know that.
Are
I'm
you
not
want to
at
be?
the point. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm glad
Okay,
I'm
that's
not
all I'm
where I
saying.
was.
That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
getting to that point. I'm working to that point. But you don't know that because you're not asking these questions. You assuming shit.
No, I'm listening to you
You
talk.
assuming. You assuming, bro.
Okay.
Let's get to the
Okay.
next
It's gonna
topic.
be like
Next
that.
topic. Does I think
All right, what's your
this
Kindle page
person
name? Let me go look real quick. What's your page name?
Grammy
Rob.
style
Let's
kennels.
focus.
Hold on, wait. I'm just trying to find out his page name. I can't hear him. What?
Grammy
What's
style
him?
kennels.
Ram.
GRIMYSTYLE kennels.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Paul Walker said basically he's asking about a breed club. Do y'all think if the bully community had a breed club, it would help better the breed, get breeders under one page? Because right now it's just the breeders and the registry. There's no go between. Or do you think? And to me, ABKC is in a sticky situation because they operate as a registry and somewhat of a breed club. Do y'all think we need? And UKC won't do anything with us beyond what they've done until we get a national breed club. Do y'all think
What
we
happened?
need an actual breed club with the registry?
I think it would be a good idea. Definitely wouldn't hurt. Have a group of people together all on the same page, and that group of people could definitely help influence and better the breed as a whole. Um, I don't see a bad side to it, so I'm all for it.
Right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I talked to I think it would definitely assist the breed. And right now it's just if you're a registry, there's way too much going on for you as a registry to deal with within the
Yeah.
community. You know what I'm saying? And I think if we did have a breed club, I definitely think that would be of assistance to keep people on the, the same way we had the discussion earlier. They trying to change the definition of what's your production. A breed club could
Yeah.
just nip all that in the bud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me
Yeah.
see
Hey,
what else we got here.
but if we do have one, how can they really classify every dog? Because you got like 20 looks in one breed.
That's
So
more
you know
reason
what
why
I'm
we
saying?
need to have one. I think the 20 looks came from us
Yeah.
not having the breed club in the first place.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's how we got to where we at.
how can people? How can I put it? How can people not like start over, but get to that point where okay, listen, this is how these dogs supposed to look, look classic
Well,
pockets or exotic. This is how these dogs supposed to look. How can
see,
we
the
get to that
problem.
point?
Well, so like ABKC, they put out the illustration. I thought it was a great idea. Some people didn't like it, but I thought it was a great idea to give people something to look at.
You're talking about the breed standards that
Problem,
they drew up?
Yeah,
exactly. I think the problem is when so like some people will say my dog fits that, but then, and I've seen some grand champions where they'll say my dog fits that, and it's like your dog only fits that look because he got weak pasterns and he's standing in tall grass. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, seeing what it's supposed to be, and I don't have a problem if you see something, but you have your own personal adjustments. But people aren't even admitting it. They are seeing something and they'll see that illustration. Dog that looks just like the illustration. And you'll see a million different looks, yet they're looking at one illustration. So I don't know how you nip that in the bud when it comes to the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because there are true people that are truly kennel blind. Now, and at the same time, you look at the show ring and you got dogs winning. Like, no way this dog should be getting a ribbon.
With significant faults.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's no other breed that would give this dog a ribbon than American Bullies. You know what I mean? So it's I don't really know how you get it better until the judges, one, become more harsh, start kicking all the dogs out the ring until they're worthy.
Hold them ribbons.
As far as the registry, hold ribbons, because as far as the registry, it's their job to keep track of paperwork. If you submit a bullshit dog, that's really not their responsibility. You know what I mean? They just supposed to keep track of paperwork and keep them shows going, sanction them shows going. So it's ABKC is in a sticky situation the way I look at it. But I do think if we had a breed club, I'm gonna tell you the truth. UKC's been here longer. I think UKC should be the breed club and UKC be the registry. I know somebody gonna try and shoot me in the next 2 days for saying that, but that's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
The UKC hopped on bullies after they seen the ABKC in a bag, for real.
Say that again?
I think the UKC jumped on bullies after they seen the ABKC in a bag.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it was that, or do you think that was the only way to get bullies separated from the pit bulls they were being registered
I think they did it for two reasons. I think they did it as a
To get
snapback for
paid?
Dave and to separate the bully out of the pit bull and their registry.
You think it was both of them? Oh, right.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. I think it's both. But they
Yeah, I
definitely
could
did it
see
for
that.
the bag, too. The bag played a role.
Yeah, because I know
I can't post
a
this.
whole bunch of breeders were sending in UKC papers every 2 days. So
Still
I know
are.
they're not
They
trying
still
to
doing it
they're
right
not trying
now.
to UKC ain't trying to miss out on this bully money.
Yeah, but see, you want to know something, man? Even with the registries, man, it's like I still got UKC papers, and it's because when you start to jump into the American bully registries and I don't really believe that there are exotic registries, but when you start to jump into the American bully registries, there's too many politics. Like you have some registries that won't accept other registry papers.
What about somebody that's
like
breeding tri-Merles and Merles? Then they got to go to the UKC because the UKC ain't fucking with it.
They sure won't.
I mean,
Black
that's when
though.
they send it. That's when everybody be having them
Black.
pictures of everybody else dogs sending them in.
I know, but then you get caught and you get, your whole thing
And
snatched.
for
So
life.
yeah, why
And
you
then you
gonna do
get,
that?
and then you go to the American Bully Registries.
After you ban at the UKC?
Yeah, I mean,
Nah,
listen,
I
hey,
jump back and forth between both. I got certain dogs that's dual registered, some that can't be dual registered. They only with the ABKC. Just
yeah,
play by the
but you
rules,
got to
bro.
admit though, bro, it's too many pop-up registries and too many politics with the American Bully Registries, bro.
Nah,
Because
it's
it's
only
like,
two for me. It's the UKC and the ABKC. Everything else is, you know what I mean?
Same here. Same here.
Yeah, I don't fuck
oh,
with
I
the other
forgot,
shit.
y'all breed all the big ass dogs.
I breed little
You
big
right.
dogs.
You right. You right.
Hey, and for the people
Tall
that don't know
pockets.
me, and for the people that
Tall
don't know
pockets.
me, listen, I love dogs, period, bro. I fuck with Daryl, I fuck with Audrey. I like the big dogs, I
He a
like the
little
little ones,
dude,
bro.
so
I
he
like
need
them
little
all.
dogs. You know what I mean?
About 8
Hey, so
pounds.
TJ Tactical said, do you guys think dog shows are important to drive the price of the dog up? I don't think so.
No,
No,
no. I think. Look, this is the weird thing to me though. With bullies, which is the only thing I see in this breed, I don't see in other breed. Well, one of the only things I see in this breed, I don't see in other breeds. When they spin in the bag, they ain't asking is he a champion or not. They're really looking at the dog more than they're looking at the paperwork behind it. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Which is
I believe
weird,
if
but
you do have a champion, I believe it should be worth more.
okay, let's put it like this: Caribou Lou, champion, right?
Right? Yeah.
Morpheus is not a champion. Who make more money?
Hey, but some people ain't in it for the money, Andre. Some people doing it because they just love the breed. They want to better the breed.
True.
Now
True.
I got a question.
That shit ain't true.
Ah.
People are only in it to
And
better
what
the
the
breed
hell
because
is
they can't
market
make the money.
value?
Market value is
What?
perception.
Market
That's
market
a
value
good
is
way to
whatever
put
a
it.
motherfucker willing to pay for some ugly shit.
Whatever they willing to pay for, whatever it is, that's market value.
Exactly.
But it can be people that come in
And
on that
and,
low end that could
and
fuck
I'm
up
gonna tell you
market
like
value.
this.
Yeah, but you calling it ugly, Rome is your opinion. That's your perception.
Some things that are
I seen this crypto.
mathematically
Let me tell
ugly.
you this. I seen this
Nigga,
crypto,
I
right?
call my
This
dogs ugly.
NFT. I seen this
I
But
call
NFT
they
my
that went
are.
dogs
for
ugly.
sale.
Ain't no need to take it personal.
No, I seen this NFT that went for sale, right? It was ugly as hell
But
to me,
nah,
and somebody
but
paid
look,
300,000 for it.
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
I mean,
Let
but
me
on
ask you
some,
this, Dre.
look, but on some,
NFTs on its
hey,
own
let
is
me ask y'all
bullshit.
this question.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
but let me ask y'all this question though. Let me ask y'all this question though. Well, it come to this market value and all this other nonsense, right? But 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 hold on. Let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all this question. You have so many individuals. You have so many individuals looking at this dog shit. Looking at this dog shit from a business.
What happened?
See,
But check
that's
it
why he
out
got
out
No,
cut off because he was going to say some dumb shit.
the
That's why he
live,
got
the
cut
live
off.
said I want to hear that
though.
shit. You
Hey,
got
I
denied
got a
by the
question.
live, my nigga.
Hey, who me?
Yeah.
Hey, I
You're in
got
the
a
matrix
question
for
though.
a second.
I got a question
We
though.
trying to hear it. We trying to hear it.
Y'all know I be on some controversial shit any damn way. But check this out.
Question.
But check this shit out now.
We waiting, bro.
I don't know. Right?
Y'all hear me?
Shit. Waiting like the detox to
I
drop.
don't
Man,
think nobody
hey,
can hear me.
speak on it, bro. Say it. I want to say it for you right now.
Shit.
We hear you, Ro. Can
Hey,
you hear us?
We hear you.
there you gotta be muted.
You muted. We can hear you.
We can hear you, bro.
Oh, okay.
Bro, Rome don't even breed dogs no more, bro. I don't even know why.
He trolling.
Man,
Hey,
you ain't
Rome be
bred
on
a damn dog in
Rome be on
15
TikTok.
years. Shut
He
Hey,
the
Rome
fuck
trolling
be on
right
up.
now.
TikTok dancing,
All right,
bro.
Ro, get your question out. What's your question?
He don't want to
Okay.
ask no question, bro.
Now, you got so many people. Look, check it. You got so many people that look at this dog shit as a business, right? Ain't the part of the business to undersell the next man?
No.
Hell no. It's to bring value to yourself to
Shit.
oversell. Look at Ferrari.
Crazy as
Look at
hell.
Lambo. You
Hey,
feel me?
look, if the motherfucker next
They
door
not
to
trying to
me selling
undersell
dogs for
Toyotas.
$2,000 and he sell $2 for 2,000, and I sell $40 for 200, who made more money?
I'd rather breed better dogs than him and sell
But you
sell
can't say
one
you
for
made more
both
Hey,
money
bro,
because
dogs.
can I be 100 with
you
you right
probably
now?
spend way more
Can I
money
be
on
100
dog
with you right
food.
now? Think about this,
You
right? If I got a pound and I sell that pound for 3,500, that's the going price for all the pounds in the market right now, right? And somebody come underneath me and they say I'm gonna hit them for 3 bands. I'm gonna go ahead and make more because I'm gonna sell quantity. And the next dude come underneath them and say I'm gonna sell for 2,500 because I'm dropping them by the ton. By the time you keep doing that, you are
I
lowering the
can't hear
market
none of
value
y'all.
of the dogs.
See, I agree with what Andre's saying.
and not only
Eventually, you
that,
just
but and
lowering
not
the
only that,
value
but
of
if you got enough dogs to be selling 40 dogs, bro, you're definitely spending way more money on dog food. See, you got to look at this shit, inventory and everything, bro. You got to calculate everything when you look at the business aspect of
No, I was
everything.
just asking
So
a legitimate question. I didn't say the quality was
My
gonna be
answer
the
to that is
same.
I think that I would never go that route, bro. I think to a certain
I
extent,
ain't say
yeah.
the quality was gonna be the same.
Less is
I
more, in my
got if
opinion.
that's the case, I know where you can get a dog for 150 at the shelter.
bro, it looked like he
Hell, I
get
can
his
get one
dog
for
from the shelter,
$20
bro.
at the shelter.
That's what I'm saying. You might as well go ahead and do that. You might as well do that. I think that'd be your best bet. Go ahead and get them, and then you can sell them for 300. That's a double up.
All right, so Albert Porras said, would you find it detrimental if you wanted healthy American bullies by starting from the beginning, meaning breeding AM staffs and APBT? First thing, Albert, this breed did not start from AM staffs and APBT.
That's what Dave
Hey,
Wilson
who
want to
wanna
keep
buy a
saying.
Chihuahua?
Yeah, it started from them taking AM staffs, very few APBTs, and breeding those AM staffs to other breeds.
Hey,
That's
I got
where it
some
began.
Frenchie and
Hold on. Hey,
Chihuahua
no,
King
mixes. Who
Daryl,
want
Corso,
one?
Daryl.
Bulldog.
No, it started for them taking Amstaff paperwork.
Right.
Look, I got some Frenchies and Chihuahua mixes. Who want one? They going for 10 grand a pop.
Bro, let me see what they look
Dude,
like,
because
bro.
that's an
You
You
know,
too
exotic.
early,
you
man.
know,
Wait
10
a
you
grand
see
a
year.
what they
pop.
looking like,
You too
Rob
early.
want
Wait a
one of
year.
them so he can sell it as an exotic. That's an exotic.
bro. What they looking like? Hey, show me, bro. Let me see.
Hey, shit.
Show me, nigga. Let me see.
Said what they look like.
Hey,
Hey, but you got,
hey,
If
we got
they got the
if the
right look, he
Frenchies,
own it.
I bet it got
look,
drive though.
we got
I bet it got,
we got ABKC
I
and
bet it got
UKC
drive.
paperwork. What you talking about?
I bet it got drive for sure.
Hey, Chihuahuas do go hard though.
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
telling
Hey,
you, you put a
if you
little
only care,
Frenchie in there.
hey,
Hey, I
if you
got the
only
new
care about the
micro
health,
exotic out this bitch.
look, if you only care about the health, then what's the problem with mixing them two dogs together?
On some honest shit, you might as well just start with two classics, some old shit.
Fact.
Ain't no point in going all the way back.
I mean, but you can't necessarily judge a dog's health by its phenotype either, though.
No,
Because I've seen some.
Not
I agree.
necessarily, but traditionally,
I
Yeah.
agree. No,
So
you got a lot, bro. You
That's
got a
true.
lot of champions. You got a lot of champions that's been in the ABKC ring that died at 4, 5, 6 years old.
Oh yeah,
You feel me?
some
So
grand
Yeah.
champions.
Yeah.
so definitely. But see, this is a stigma that the community believes that is true
Look,
because my
we
dog
not gonna
Claude
talk about all
is
them
healthy.
dead champion, dead grand ABKC champion.
We ain't gonna talk about Ellis bloodline. All dogs die under 6 years old. We ain't gonna talk about that either.
Man, he over there breeding Saint Bernards. I don't know why people messing with him.
Me either.
This
In the
shit
first
all
place.
froze the fuck up.
Them dogs. Hey, a 7-year-old dog from him is old as shit.
The
Yeah,
joints already
they
knowing.
get caught up in just trying to have them tall ass dogs.
Mm-hmm.
We just actually
Hey,
in the Bay Area.
hey
We got
there,
a
I know
homie
you
that
ain't
just
talking
got
about
an
no
LS dog.
tall ass dog.
Look, I got a question for y'all though. Y'all think there should be like
My
a
productions is
top
only
off for high
23
extreme?
inches.
Say that again?
No, they ain't.
I said y'all think there should be like a limit on how extreme the dog should be?
It should be, unless you're gonna create a new class for the XXLs. Because to me, everybody say XXLs don't exist. But if you got a dog that got breed type and he's 25 inches tall, what is he? He ain't an XL.
Consider the XL.
He just
Dave
a tall.
Wilson
He's just
actually
a
said,
tall ass dog that don't fit standard.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I look at the
Hold
stuff
on,
like
That's
this.
what he is.
Now, if you
Somebody
want
gonna
to
say if
talk
they
about
see that dog on the
XLs and
street
double
though.
XLs, we can definitely pop that conversation off.
bro?
But let's ask this: what's somebody
Yeah,
gonna say when they see
but
that
that's
dog on the
real
street?
Just
shit.
like I look at the micros.
Say that again, Dre?
if
I
the dog
said,
is over 23 inches, it's considered a flaw. so it can still go into the show ring.
Exactly.
It just needs to have breed
Exactly.
type.
It's
Okay,
gotta have
Daryl.
breed type so
Exactly.
it can still be shown
Daryl,
though.
It's
wait a
still
minute, wait a minute.
it's
Before
a
y'all
dog.
finish this
It's an
conversation,
American
Daryl, can
bully.
you remove that
True
off the screen?
indeed.
Why you gotta leave some shit about me
But
on the screen, bruh? You can
yeah,
remove
because
that
you the
shit.
hot topic.
The
You
fuck?
like the attention. Shut the hell up. You like the damn attention. But on some
No, I
real
don't.
shit,
I get my own
those
attention.
tall ass dogs, and Daryl's my dude. I rock with Daryl for a long ass time. Daryl like them big ass fucking dogs. But
No,
I'm an
King is a bit.
XL,
See, this is
I'm an
how y'all in the
XL
bully
breeder.
community got
You get what
played.
I'm
This is
saying?
why
And
the thing.
anything over 24 damn inches just doesn't fit
I
the
was just about
standard.
to
It's
say that.
just that
Anything
it's
But
over
you
just
know they
that
used to
24
say that.
It
You know
not.
they used to
It
Yeah,
say that
but
not.
about
see, but hey,
XLs though, right?
regardless of how good the
most
motherfucker
XLs
look.
don't even carry breed type. Most
I was about
What
XLs
to say
don't even
after
XL
carry breed
don't
24, they
type.
what
starting to lose
XL
the
don't
breed type.
Okay, first of all, okay, since we're gonna move this to XL conversation. All right, cool. Now, don't
It's
get me
nine of
wrong.
y'all on here. I think we should.
There are several XLs, champions and grand champions that should not even fucking exist in my damn book. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't
True.
have breed type. They're overweight as fucking hell. They're sloppy as hell. They look like fucking pretty much over promoted fucking bulldogs.
Okay,
Daryl
but
can
what
vouch
about
for
dogs
that.
that are being? But
Cool.
what
Give me an
about dogs that
example.
are being champed out? What about dogs that are being champed out that are champing out in 2 shows with really 3 XLs in the ring with them? Well, how do you feel about that?
I feel like this: if there's dogs in the ring, then the dogs should get the points for that. We've already established that. Now you can't champ out a damn. I don't feel as though a dog should be able to be champed out going against the same fucking dogs in the same fucking day because that dog already proved the point in the first fucking show.
Even if it's under 2
Oh, I
different
didn't know they
judges.
could do that.
Now,
Yeah, because
no,
remember they used
no,
to
they can
remember they
do that.
used to throw shows. They used to throw
Daryl,
like 3
Daryl,
shows.
Daryl,
Yeah, I didn't
They
know
I
they
used to
could
did
throw
it.
do
like
that.
3 shows on
No,
Saturday, 3
Daryl,
shows on
I
Sunday,
did
and
it.
people could
Yeah.
champ their dogs out.
I did
Yep.
it. I did it. I champed out Rude Boy in one damn day at an ABKC show, 3 shows, the same
Same
damn
dog.
dogs, and he bust ass all fucking day.
Was it 3
I was
different
like,
judges though?
bruh, yeah, actually
But
4 different judges. It was 4 shows.
yeah, but
By the third show, they was begging me to take my dog home because couldn't no other
Yeah,
dogs win.
but I don't think that should be okay.
I don't feel like it's okay too, but I wasn't gonna give the damn title back. The fuck? It's like, all right, this how we
Now,
doing it?
how about
Okay,
if
I'm
Facts.
y'all
gonna
take
take
y'all
Yeah, he
this.
dogs
got
to
a
the
point. He got
shows?
a point
It
though.
shouldn't be
He got
no
a
dog
point.
that wins.
What?
Say that again.
No, I feel like this. If I feel like this, if it's 3 to 4 different shows, there should be different dogs in those shows competing against each other. That's how I feel. I've always felt like that. Am I gonna turn my title in? Hell no. Am I going to downgrade my title? No. But at the
Yeah,
same
because you want
time,
to know something, Rome? Because see, that happened out here when I was judging the show, and I literally stepped away from judging for the rest of that day for the simple fact is I can't keep
okay,
picking
see
the
that
same fucking dog,
now,
even though it was
now
the
see
best dog. I
now
can't keep
see
doing
there we go with some other shit. Who the hell allowed Robert McCormick to judge a damn show?
that. Well, okay,
Like that
Damn,
must have
mommy.
been high as
okay, well, let's
hell.
talk about this.
Shots fired.
Let's talk about
Damn,
this. Let's talk
mommy.
about this. Somebody who will allow Robert McCormick to judge. I have over 9 certifications that have to do with dogs, bro. 40
Man,
years,
I don't care
20
how
years
many
plus. No,
certifications
how
you
can you
got. You are
how
Robert
can you allow?
McCormick.
No, what I'm saying is, how can you allow
Cause
some of
you
these people
Robert
who have?
McCormick. I'm trying to figure out who gave you the damn certifications.
I mean, it's called being smart, bro. It's called
No,
going
that
to
ain't got nothing
school.
to do with being
I could,
smart. That
bro.
got to
Half
do
of these
with
dudes, bro. You got dudes
Robert.
judging shows that can't
How
even
long
read
have I
barely,
known you, bro? How long have I known you? How
bro. You
long
can't
have
say, all
we
right,
interact? How long have we
bro.
interacted?
Hey, listen, I'm goofy,
You're a
bro. I
very
gotta,
very intelligent individual, but at the same
and I got a
time,
sense of humor.
your name is Robert McCormick.
Thank you, appreciate that.
I concede.
Now, if you change your name, to something like way
I'm
off,
not, bro. My name is good
like
besides the
Tony
9 haters
Bennett
that.
or some shit like that. If
No,
you
bro.
change
Listen,
your
my
name
name,
to Tony Bennett, then it might carry some weight. But
He
bro.
said Tony
I'm not.
Bennett.
But listen, I'm
being
not
that
gonna
your
change
name is
My
Robert,
name is.
you need to
My name is
change your
good.
fucking name.
No, I don't. Why to get
Yeah,
away
you
from the
do.
9 haters in the bully community? My name is good. You feel me? My name is
Your
real
name
good.
is good to the computer people. as far as dog people, they hate you.
No, bro. The 9 people you hang with, bro. I'm not worried about them.
I
They
don't
was good in
hang
the
with
streets.
nobody.
Yeah, you
I got
do,
people
bro.
that don't like me because I'm cool with you.
So what? Bobby Deans is your best friend.
Hey,
He's still around.
Bobby Dees was a cool motherfucker.
I
I don't know
actually
what the
saw
hell
him
he
make a
did.
post the other day. I think I'm friends
I,
with him on Facebook. Actually,
I
I
don't
know
know
him.
what he did in his
I just saw him
personal
make a
life,
post the other day.
but that motherfucker,
Watching Bobby
he'll
make me
stir
want to
the
take
hell out of
some
pot.
medicine.
Bobby Dees will
Let,
stir
let,
a pot till ain't
let,
shit
let me
left
ask
in
y'all
that
this.
motherfucker
Let
to
me ask
stir.
y'all this. WKRK9, I got 2 questions coming up. WKRK9 said, what is your stance on DNA testing for a breeding program? Do you think it's necessary
It
or no?
depends on what you
I don't
breeding.
think it's necessary, but it's nice to have.
I don't think it's necessary for the American bully.
If you breeding exotics, it ain't necessary. If no, and this is not a poke. This is not a poke. This ain't no negative shit. This is some real shit. Because when you really sit back and think about the damn recipe that goes into true fucking exotics, who really knows what the fuck is in them motherfuckers?
Well, we know what's in them. It's just the dogs that are mixing them all have no problem.
No. Half the motherfuckers don't know what the hell they walking around or dragging around on them fucking carts. You know that just as well as I do.
No, that's not true. Because a lot of the
You
exotics
gotta
have a
drag
lot
some
of
of them
American.
motherfuckers.
A lot of exotics have a lot of American bully in them, but the true exotics that you see that are making money are mostly
Bruh.
Frenchie and English bulldogs.
Now,
The problem with that is both of
don't
those
get me
breeds have
wrong.
problems.
Now, I could say I can agree with you that they might have a lot of American bully in them at one point in time, but once they then added fucking Shar-Peis and fucking Frenchies and pugs
Yeah,
and
but that's also the
Afghan
problem.
hounds and all that
The
other shit,
English
because the
English
minute
have a
y'all
lot of.
gonna have long-haired fucking exotics and the motherfucker ain't gonna know where the hell they came from.
Bro,
I'm
they
telling
already
you,
trying to do it, but see, this is the problem. The American bully itself was a flawed
fuzzy
dog. Then when you turn around and add
exotics.
the English
What
bulldog
dog
and started
wasn't
adding the
flawed?
Frenchie,
What dog wasn't flawed to begin with?
bro, 30 years later, y'all still trying to fix feet.
You know
Come
why?
on now.
You know why?
Yeah,
You know
because
That's
why?
bulldog.
inexperienced breeders,
No,
niggas that
no,
can't
no.
read.
We're still trying to fix feet because you got motherfuckers that's so focused on fucking heads and chests and not the full fucking dog. They'll
It's
take a
true.
dog. They'll take 2 fucking dogs with fucked up feet and breed them together and say, "Oh well, I can breed
Just
that
because it
out.
got a big head. Yep,
I can
that's
breed
true.
that out." That's
And
the
a lot of
problem with the
pocket
American
breeders is
bully.
crossing with
That's been
exotics too.
That has been the problem with the American bully for years. That I can breed it out bullshit or I can fix that
You
bullshit.
can't breed
That
everything
has
out, fam. Like
always
Cause you
been
can't
the
fix it.
problem.
Well, see,
You
and that's
have
what I think.
you have self-proclaimed top breeders with American bullies that will tell you in a heartbeat, "Oh, I
But
can
see,
breed that out." No, the fuck you can't breed that out.
but hey, Jerome, this is the problem, and I would think I was talking to Dare about this the other day. A lot of people are trying to focus so much on creating that they're really not creating. They think that they're creating because they're fixing flaws. You can't create something and fix something. You need to fix these problems first before you get into creating. How can you create the next line when you're still trying to fix the problems that you have in the dogs that you're breeding?
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question: how can you create something that's already been fucking created?
Well, everybody wants their own line. I mean, their
Well,
bloodline.
it's beyond the fucking line because at the end of the day, a line is based on what?
Well, a line is based on like we spoke on earlier. You having a family of dogs that's been line bred and inbred for 5 to 10 generations, so they have their own
Okay.
unique look and
Okay.
unique temperament.
What's the word? Y'all got to excuse me. I'm drinking a little bit. What's the word when everything look alike? What's that word?
Consistency.
Consistency.
Consistency. Okay, when you think of consistency, you think of Rottweilers, Dobermans, Labradors, Golden Retrievers. Those dogs are consistent in my book. As far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned, the American bully will never have that consistency whatsoever.
Do you
At all.
think? Do you?
They
Do
gotta
you
be
think
more
that's because
specific
of
on
the
the
If
standards though.
internet?
they keep going the route they're going, I agree with you.
Nah,
If they keep
the
going the route they're
standards
going,
too
I agree.
loose.
The books are still open.
It's too loose.
It's not specific enough what certain head shape, what certain look you want. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't have all these bulldog looking dogs, and we wouldn't have all these mastiff looking
That's
dogs. Because you would
but
know what certain
that's
look to
because
keep in
everybody's
return.
constantly trying to change and find the next new
But
thing.
because the standard is so And so, what's the word?
I can kind of I kind of get you with that with the
Fucked
standard.
up.
I get you with that.
That's
It
the
can be
word.
I
Shit.
interpreted
get
in
you with
so
that.
many ways. You feel me? Like you can interpret it in so many ways that everybody think, oh, nah, it's supposed
But
to be
see
like
that.
this.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A standard should never be able to be interpreted by anybody.
That's why I say
The
it's too
standard
loose.
should. Yeah, the standard is supposed to be what it is. You have so many interpretations of the standard, it fucks the whole dog up. Go to
Exactly.
ABKC, go to UKC, go to
Nah, but even
I
within the
mean, we got like
ABKC,
1,000
it's
damn
Oh, that
plenty
shit
looks
registers.
different.
within the own ABKC. You feel what I'm saying? So
And
forget all the other
But no,
motherfuck
no,
registries.
but see, but
Just
y'all, but
focus
ABKC.
see,
on
y'all
one.
also got, but y'all also got to pay attention to who writing these standards because y'all got to look at it as much shit. And I'm an exotic breeder, but the exotic has a standard. Does it make it right?
Right.
It's
You know
not. It's
what?
not that.
And
They
funny
have
you
It's
a
not.
say that.
It's
standard
not.
for the
This is
exotics?
It's
Yeah,
not.
Some
Yeah.
niggas
bro.
ain't
But
even
they
know
have a
there
Yeah.
ain't no
champion. They have a
standard.
champion exotic, and he looks good, but the dog is fucked
Hey.
up to me.
Hey. But hold on. Hold on.
Damn, I didn't even know
Let
they
me.
what
made a
registries
standard
at?
for them.
Yeah. They got
Bro,
a
they didn't have a
standard.
standard for like
And
5
look.
years, bro.
Look. They got a standard. And I will go on record in saying this. And
I
Daryl
ain't
can
never seen
vouch
an
for me.
exotic show.
Robert can vouch for me. I hate them little motherfuckers, them little stumbly ass damn dogs, but they are more consistent. They are more consistent than American bullies will ever fucking be.
Hey,
Oh,
you got a
hey, you
point.
want to know something? No, Daryl have
Just
said that
face it.
before too.
I've been
Everybody
saying it
got
for
shot by
fucking
American
years.
bully.
I can't stand them little non-breathing fuckers, but they consistent. All them little ugly motherfuckers look alike.
Hey, bro, my dogs can breathe.
Look, just cause they could breathe at night, don't mean they could fucking breathe. That's just like your boy want
In
to
No,
prove a
100-degree
dog can
Texas
run.
weather.
no, bro.
Yeah, that's some
Hey,
That's
hot
just
weather.
okay,
like a
you know,
motherfucker say,
I
"Oh,
know
my
that's hard.
dog
I
can
know that's
move.
hard for
My
y'all to
dog can
believe, but
move when they run
but
2
my
feet and fall
bro,
the fuck over." No, your
my
dog
dog's
can't move.
meal,
Shut the fuck up.
bro, my dog's hike, my dog's meal in the summertime, nigga, not at
Hey,
nighttime in the winter. I'm not
okay,
even
let me
going
ask
out of
y'all
that
this
shit in the
question:
winter.
how many of those hiking videos that y'all done seen Robert on running up the damn hill with his kids and shit? You seen one of them little ass dogs running behind him? I'll wait.
Nah, I don't be taking them.
What do you think
I'll
is the
wait.
I don't
proper
take them
look
when I
for the
take my. I
American
don't take
bully?
them when I take my
Oh
kids.
shit.
But I mean, I
Yeah,
got
let's
plenty, bro.
The
I got
proper
plenty of
look for
videos.
an
I got
exotic.
plenty of videos up. I got
fuck
plenty
the
of
exotic.
videos up with my dog's
Fuck the
milling.
exotic,
But
but
No, he
I
said
can
proper look
tell
for
you.
an American bully.
I could tell you the proper look for an exotic.
No, what's the
In,
proper look for the American bully?
oh, I was going to say in the trunk,
bro,
but
hey,
you know.
have you noticed that American bully breeders know more about exotics than they do American bullies?
You know
But you
why?
know
yeah,
what?
You know
yeah.
why? Because
Exotics
they
Cause
aren't
they
pay
got
that complicated. It's not that
because
complicated.
American bully breeders tend to pay closer attention to shit that that distracts and takes the attention off the
But look,
fucked up shit that they doing.
nah, you know what I
I'm just
don't
saying.
think?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
This nigga
I'm
Robert
not
Think
gonna.
about
short.
exotic breeders.
Y'all
They
know I
breed
don't
to exotic.
sugarcoat shit. Y'all know I don't sugarcoat shit. That's why half these motherfuckers
Baby, can
can't
you cook this
stand
for
me.
me, please?
I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. People pay so much attention to exotic breeders
Yes.
and what exotic breeders doing because they hoping pointing out that shit is gonna distract people from the fucked up shit that they doing. It's
Yeah,
just
because I
that
just ran
damn
into a
simple.
dude talking shit about exotics, and he had a bully pit.
Because I'm telling you, when you sitting on Facebook posting all these damn pictures of these fucked up ass dogs with high rears and fucked up toes and all that type of shit, and you want to take attention off of your fucked up dogs, well, that exotic can't breathe and he tumbling over and he can't walk 2 miles and blah 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 blah
Yeah, because
blah.
I tell you this, what
Hey,
I'm dealing
like,
with my
okay,
dogs right now, bro, I'm dealing with slight underbites and splayed feet, and
that ain't nothing
stifles.
new.
Yeah, but
Yo,
see, but
yo.
my shit ain't.
Yeah, like
Not
No,
that's
no,
exotic
something
but no,
supposed
new.
to have
but no, but
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 underbites.
My
but
nigga
when
said that
you
ain't nothing
actually,
new.
but when you actually look at my dog, Rome, if you look at Oreo or you look at Tiny, they have straight top lines, bro. Their stifles aren't bad. You feel me? But
they got straight top lines compared to what?
no, they have straight top lines.
Compared to what is the question?
No, it's straight, nigga. What do you mean compared? You know what straight means,
Straight.
right?
But hold on. Let me ask you this question though. We all know what straight mean, but does everybody know what a straight top line is supposed to look like?
Oh
leveled
man.
out.
It should still be going down
Yeah, sure.
towards
Have a slight
the
angle
rear.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Now,
like I
if
said,
your dog's back look
I
like
don't deal with
somebody could
that
strap
breathing
on
shit.
a pair of damn skis and have some
Oh no.
fun, that's not
It's a
a
slogan.
straight
But
fucking top
yo,
line, bro.
you never answered the question though. Like, what's the American bully supposed to look like?
What
He
is
was
an
to
You know
show all
what?
you
American
guys
bully
what the
supposed to look
exotic.
like?
I think
Com-
like
20
pit
different
bulls
looks.
was just exaggerated
a
features.
American bully goes back like they've been saying for years. American bully is supposed to look like a pit bull, jacked
Exaggerated
the fuck
features.
up on steroids.
Then how
That's
come
And
none
it.
of those dogs that look like that are making any type of money or any type of progress in fixing the community?
you know why? Because
People.
those dogs are not being promoted as what the dog is supposed to look like.
There you go.
It's a couple
There
out
you
there that's
go.
doing
That's
their
exactly
thing
what it is.
though.
Those dogs are not being promoted and put at the top of the fucking radar like they should. Those dogs are being
Man,
hidden and cast
I was
away to make way for these fucked up dogs with these names attached to them. You feel what I'm saying? To
I,
whereas those dogs are being overshadowed.
You're
I remember
100% right.
That's a good question. That's on my back. Go ahead.
now when I first got started. Now it was definitely some train wrecks around when I first got started too. But the difference between then and now is people used to get clowned coming to the dog show with some bullshit.
Yeah,
They get
used
You said
talked
to.
what?
about. They
Yeah,
they used to have more pride in their
You gonna
dog
listen to me?
coming to the dog shows. They wouldn't have
yeah,
coming out there just having their dogs any old type of way. Like
exactly.
it's like you just going to dog shows today. You can tell that the
That's just
community
like that's
is
just like
loaded with
back
the
in the day.
people who
You would
own the
have
dog,
never
not a bunch
showed
of
up.
dog breeders.
You would have never showed up to an XL ring with a fucking dogo. Never.
Bro, you want to know what's crazy though? Back in the day, at least like if the show host was hosting the show, he would at least let somebody else show his dog. These days, you got motherfuckers hosting shows, showing their own dogs and winning first place.
Because it's all about clout, man. It's all these dogs have turned
Perception.
into fucking popularity contests. It stopped being about the dogs long fucking time ago. Because if it was
Yep.
about the dogs, a lot of these dogs that's being talked about and mentioned and promoted wouldn't even be seen.
Bro,
Yeah.
even on my page, I be showcasing some
So
dope
what
ass
dog got
dogs,
to
and
do
I
with the
don't even
breed
know,
justice then, in
who
your
the
opinion?
owner is. I don't even know who the owner is. It's about the dogs to me.
So what dog
There
is
you
Yeah,
go.
doing
All
justice
okay.
right.
to the breed?
So, hey, y'all, we're going to wrap this up. So, I want to hear from each of you guys, just a quick opinion. The main point of the live was the live that took place yesterday,
Don't nobody
and
want to hear my opinion.
that that was now we especially want to hear yours. So, and what was being said, and I don't know if it's an intentional push or what, but that a production is not yours until it's off of your production, which contradicts itself in statement. And then the other thing was what was a bloodline. So, Sinatra, we're gonna start with you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with what I said earlier. I didn't hear the conversation last night, but it sounds like they just have had it confused between what's a production and what's your like first official generation of starting your bloodline. To me, if I own the bitch, if I own the parents and I did the breeding, those are my productions. Period. Now it's
There you
if
go.
those are that's not that if I own two dogs, I wouldn't necessarily consider that my first generation as far as to creating my bloodline, but maybe the first generation towards that, like in that step towards it. But if I own the bitch,
Right.
or even if I own the male and me and Daryl say, hey, Daryl, I like your bitch, you like my male, we think we can make something happen and we like what the possibilities of this breeding, that's a co-production right there. That's how I would
Exactly.
look at it, but
That's how it's
definitely
always
not
been.
if I'm whelping the litter, I did the breeding and all that shit. That's too much work to be saying it's not mine. Fuck that. What the hell? Oh, it's
Nah,
too
facts.
much.
All right. So, Kenny Wayne,
Yeah.
what's your view on it?
Well, me, I just think if you buy two dogs from two programs, then yes, that's your production. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you buying two dogs off the same program, you can say it's your production but it ain't your blood in a say.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Yeah. But hey, y'all, hey, I appreciate the talk. Robert, I appreciate your advice, bro.
Just go ahead and call
All
him an
good, bro. All
asshole,
good.
bro.
Hey,
Call
hey,
him an
brother,
asshole. Tell him he an
jump in my
asshole.
inbox when the live is over, bro. Jump in my inbox.
He good people, bro.
All right, y'all.
Thanks for
Bet.
joining on, Kenny.
Oh, hold up.
Go ahead.
Grammy
Go ahead.
Style Kennels. Y'all check me out. Grammy Style Kennels.
Rob, you next.
Oh, who
Your
next?
production.
Damn, you
I
skip me
mean,
like that?
I mean, you. Oh yeah, you just skipped
I'm
somebody,
going
bro.
down the line. I got you, TNT.
Oh, all right,
Go
Nah,
ahead,
go
Rob. Go
ahead,
ahead.
Rob.
he going
Nah,
around in a
TNT, go ahead.
circle.
I'll go last. Go
I'm
ahead.
looking at what's
Nah,
down on
you
the bottom.
can't go
Y'all don't
last
see
because what
what
I'm
I
gonna say
see.
is better than
I'm
what
looking
you
at the
gonna say.
dashboard. Go ahead, Rob. What's your
Look. You already know my theory on this. My theory is if you did the breeding, bro, it's your production. Period. Straight up. The only information I can give people is when people are using terminology, open a dictionary and figure it out. Don't take these people words at face value. Not even mine. Anything I say, look it up. You feel me? Figure it out.
I definitely would. I'm just saying.
TNT? Go ahead. What's a production?
Man, a production is what you produce, man. If you bred it, that's your production. And then the bloodline, man, is getting that family together and then perfecting that family. Your bloodline should be known for something. Like your dog should be known for acting like this or looking like this. I
There
gotta
you
say on
go.
it, man.
Romeo Romeo.
Yeah. Hey, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? As far as productions go, for all the people that are so stern and so based on paperwork, when you get to the point to where the initials of your kennel is in front of that dog's name, that's your production. It's just that simple. It's not that complicated. You know what I'm saying?
What if it's your dog in your yard, but it ain't your production? That's not your. What if you breed two? If you buy dogs off of somebody else and then you breed those two dogs, is that your production?
Yeah, because I put the breeding together. Like I
There you
said,
go.
when you get that paperwork
Oh,
for that
got you.
little registration, you're not putting anybody else's initials for their kennel in front of that dog's name. Is yours. That's your production. When I sell puppies, it's LOE, whatever they decided to name that fucking dog, regardless of where the parents came from, whether I brought them, produced them, borrowed them, whatever the case was. It's a LOE production. It's just that simple. And as far as bloodlines go, if I can't put your dog in between three other dogs and be able to specifically point your dog out, I don't know what you're doing with yourself.
There you go. All right, y'all. So we're about to jump off here. Yeah, bully community. We cannot keep changing the names of things, the terms of things, the definitions of things. We cannot keep moving the goalposts. We cannot keep lowering standards to things that have already been an expectation. Anything you produce from your yard, if I buy two dogs off of you or you buy two dogs off of me, you breed them together, that's your production. It's not your blood, but it is your production. As far as a bloodline, once you have a family of dogs that you have been breeding together, line breeding, inbreeding, for at least 5 generations to the point where they have their own look and their own temperament, that's when it becomes a bloodline. 5 generations is usually what it takes to get that blood solid enough, thick enough to where it's consistent. Average one of us, it's going to take us 7 to 10 generations to accomplish that. But that's what makes it a bloodline. Other than
Unless
that, fellas, I want
unless
to
you
thank
me,
each of y'all for
unless
go
you
ahead.
me, then we do it in 2 days.
Hey, brothers, I want to thank y'all for joining on, dude. We got to do this again.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
man.
Yeah,
Thank
Yeah,
y'all.
damn,
Y'all
I bring
stop,
Thanks,
everybody
everybody.
too,
y'all,
bro.
y'all stop cutting me out and leaving
Trying
me
to
on
set
the
up everything.
sideline.
Man, we was
You
Bro,
giving you
kept
hey,
10
jumping
minutes to
out,
talk,
bro.
and you kept saying you ready to talk, you ready to talk, you ready to talk, you ready to talk, you ready
Right.
to
He said, y'all ready to listen?
Rome is sit back and let everybody talk, bro. He real respectful. You feel me? So he'll sit
No,
back
it's
and let
all
everybody
good.
talk. B, Nigga, I'm finna interrupt everybody. But hey,
It's all good.
hey,
I love
salute.
everybody.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all follow my Robert McCormick page too, bruh.
Don't
I
do that.
got you, bro. I got
So,
you.
All right, fellas, y'all have a good one.
all right, y'all, we out.
Oh shit.